Boston, Cam Waters, almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble with a simple name. Hold him now. Sam Noble. Dodds just absolute. These competitors here. Really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to SRW TV once again for our final round tonight of TCR, coming to you live from Mount Panorama, Bathurst, brought to you by Toyo Sim with round sponsor Warren & Brown Tools, bringing us this final round of racing. Joining me in the combox tonight is not your usual average sim racer Andrew Cowan. He is unfortunately unavailable this evening. So we have got the super sub in, Mr. Chef Toddy Thorburn. Mate, welcome on in.
Oh, mate, this is going to be awesome tonight. Bathurst, come on.
Yeah,
if
right.
you could be super subbed into any round, this is the round I'd love to be super subbed into, mate, to be honest. Mate, this is a totally different car to drive around the mountain, right?
Well, we were here last night with the V8 AMs, and they had a blast, literally a 30-minute blast. That was kind of fun, but we got a little bit of an update on some issues that came out of last week. Sadly, Jake Edwards has been given a one-round suspension for deliberately taking somebody out. So that is inevitably going to take him out of this race this evening. And also, it was a point deduction as well, I believe, from last round. So that opens up our championship quite a lot. So if we get a bit of a championship update, what is set in stone, and we can announce here tonight, Doug Grandpa Gowans has sealed the TCR championship for Season 1, 2023. So big shout out, big congratulations to Dougie Gowans, and we'll get a chat with him later on, no doubt. But the next two positions, which is, actually we'll go three positions, actually, Jake Edwards, Max Donnelly, and Matty Gerard. Those three positions are still very, very, very much up for fighting. So the boys are out there tonight trying to compete.
Come on, Maxie, give us some jandal, cuzzy.
For 150 points to win, and then it's a 6-point deficit between each placing from there down. So, given that, Jake Edwards will have 973 championship points, Max Donnelly 951 championship points, and Matty Gerard 941 championship points. So with Jake Edwards not being here tonight, the top 2 and 3 are not yet sorted, so there's still a lot to play for Max and Matty to get in there. And again, it could be a big upset come the end of the night. So we'll try and keep you guys posted with fastest lap, because that's a 5 bonus point addition. And if anybody can get through tonight in the TCR at Bathurst with a 0x, the first across the line with a 0x will get a 3 bonus point window as well. So we'll try and keep the points updated on the fly. We'll try and keep you guys in the loop as much as physically possible, and hopefully we'll get a good championship round here.
Yeah, so as we worked out earlier, so it's each place these guys can get out on track is past their other opponent is 6 more points. So that's what you're fighting for. 6 points in the championship at this last round. 6 points every place you can get above you. So these guys are going to be fighting hard. They're going to be really pushing this break point down into the chase, as we're seeing Max Donnelly beautifully coming down through the chase there.
And let's talk numbers for a minute, Toddy, because I know you're a bit of a numbers man. You love lap times.
Oh, yes, I do.
Matty Gerard.
Most definitely.
Matty Gerard sitting there with a 219.24. Max Donnelly sitting down in P9 with a 220.43. That's how little difference there is and how tight this is going to be tonight, because Matty's in P4, Max is P9, and there's like a second, just under a second difference. So
and these boys are still trying to run the gas out of these engines as well. And that's what I was talking to you earlier. We were having a chat earlier about, these cars that are very, very different, especially around Bathurst. They're very, very, especially being front-wheel drive and things, they're very counterintuitive around somewhere like Bathurst. You really need to push it. You need to push your brake bias to certain different levels that you would think would be opposite to what you would normally do. You want to push it a lot more to the front so you can get that natural downshift rotation, because a lot of the time with these TCR cars, with this front wheel drive, you need to force them with downshift rotation to get round and push the back end out. Around here, around Bathurst especially, you don't want to push the back end around too much. We know, especially in every car that we see around here, don't unsettle the car too much. The more you unsettle the car around here, the more horrible your day is going to be, right? So
the more chance the walls will bite.
Exactly right. So about trying to balance this. Oh, curse the commentator.
Screen. Hey, can we give...
I was just about to say it's about balancing the car, keeping the car balanced and keeping it no breaking points on the grass. But sorry.
Yeah, well, can we give Stephanie Piccoli a bit of a shout out here? Currently sitting P14 in the championship as the sole female driver out there competing with these boys tonight, and sitting currently in P11 behind Mark Cochran. So
let's go. Maybe she's got a couple of magic cards in her hand there. Maybe she's got some really magic cards in her hand there. Maybe it's a favourite track. We know it's a lot of favourite tracks from pretty much every driver out there, right?
Oh, I mean, if you don't like Bathurst, you just need to get better. I mean, that's as simple as it is.
You should, that's right. Just get out. Yeah, get better or get out. Yeah.
And while we're at it, we'll give our race control, Greg Barber, a massive shout out as well. He is in the box for our final round up there. We're doing the race control thing. So, Greg, thank you so much. We appreciate your efforts throughout the season.
And thank you for your pre-chat before stream as well, because it was great to actually get, a bit of perspective from race control as well. So he kind of gave us some nice sort of hints and facts before we went live as well, which is really cool. Thank you very much.
And just before we do hit up the quali, we'll give our man Andrew Cowan a massive shout out, mate. Sorry you couldn't be here tonight for the final round. I'm sure the guys are going to miss you. But you will be back next season and doing your thing, mate, as you do. So hopefully you enjoy the family time tonight, mate, and we'll see you back at next season. But that being said, it is 1 minute now until we hit quali, mate. This is going to be something else, I reckon, because we're talking a little bit.
All gloves are off, eh?
Well, we were talking about before this slipstream here at Bathurst gives you about a second and a half, doesn't it?
It does. Per lap, if you can get in behind somebody, you get at least 1.4 or 1.5 seconds a lap faster. I was trailing around here the other day and I was like, oh, wow, this is insane. The amount more time you can actually get if you tuck in behind somebody, especially in these CCRs, because they're a little bit underpowered compared to what we're used to with the V8s, etc. But that provides a different challenge because the power's coming from a totally different part of the car, right? So you have to drive in a totally different way. You have to brake a lot later, but you have to wish and hope a lot more as well, especially down through the chase. It's kind of, okay, the brakes are on. Am I going to pull up or am I not? But hopefully I'll get there and it just comes down to that amount of practice you've got. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all these guys tackle it. But at the same time, it's always different. It's always different. There's always a couple of people, one or two people, especially at Bathurst, that just pull their heads out of the weeds and go, oh, I haven't been here all season, but I'm going to actually dominate today. You know, so I'm happy. I'll be interested to see if there's one or two of them coming out of the woodwork.
Well, speaking of coming out of the woodwork, here come the Whitey's Pies, whiskey runners of Tyler Sheaf and Daniel Fritz. They're on the track. Max Donnelly's also out on track. So again, it'd be interesting to see how these guys play their 30-minute quali, because this could go any which way. Do you come out early, set a lap, and put some pressure on the boys behind you? Or do you wait and see what the boys do and try and outrun it?
Or do you start your quali? You got a 30-minute quali. Technically, you know, you could use this really easily, go out on full race gas and keep on powering and get your tyres into the optimum window. Those last couple of laps, once you're really low on gas, over rev it a bit, you know, drive the hell out of it for the first couple of laps. Really pull that gas down, really get those tyres warm. You might be able to get some really amazing laps out of this in those last 2-3 laps.
Well, we were just talking about how much the draft can really affect each other, and I'm actually surprised that Tyler Schiff didn't wait for his combatant there, Daniel Fritz, to catch up behind him and actually try and go this as a 1-2. He's kind of gone out on his own and doing his own thing there at the moment, so... Interesting.
Maybe just trying to get in his own groove and, you know, get some clean air, get some good groove out there, and he knows that there's plenty of space to be able to just let off the gas anywhere he needs to, as long as he knows his teammates on track behind him. He'll be fine. And we've got Tyson McAvoy on track here in the Audis, and we were talking earlier about like, you know, with the Audis tonight, it might actually be, you know, these Audis are a bit more of an advantage on the top end. So down Conrod and stuff like that, if you can take a lot of wing out of this and you can handle the Audis through the top of the S's and the dipper down through there, it doesn't like a lot of elevation changes. It doesn't like a lot of rocking on the bottom of the car and bashing on that bottom of the car and all the rest of it. But once it gets down to this straight, if you can drive this well, you'll be able to get a lot more a bit more horsepower, a bit more torque on the exit, and you'll probably get a bit more top end out of this Audi. It's just about nursing it there.
Yeah, we'll check up the telemetry there. We can see Tyson getting into the chase about 245, 250-ish. He's getting quick through there. Not as quick as we see in supercars, but, you know, like, that's 250 k's an hour. That's still a very quick. And he's trying to get some heat in those front tyres. You see him working those tyres now. I love this camera. This gives us a real insight as what the driver's up to. So it's see what he can do. But Daniel Fritz just punched 2 purple sectors. He is on fire, and he's 4/10 quicker than anybody in sector 1. And he's
I'd love to see his brake bites right now. 2/10
quicker in sector 2.
I reckon he's pushed it right to the front. He's just trying to get as much heat in there as much as possible. Get it in and punch it out straight up.
You guys see the red markers on the black track map there? That's the sectors that we're working on. So some of the other series only have 3 sectors, but we have 6 here tonight. And that's what we will be gauging off. So Daniel Fritz is gone. Oh, Max Donnelly just chucked the purple at sector 3. So where does Max sit? He's about 800ths quicker than Daniel Fritz in sector 3 there. We've got Tyrone Walsh said he can do a 2:15 without draft. Think he can take this? We'll keep our eyes on that.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, then we'll keep our eyes on that, see if we can get there.
Come on, Maxie, give it some jam, McCussy. Let's go. I'm a big Maxie fan. Yeah, Max Donnelly, absolutely just kind of, he's a war. He gets in the walls, and he's had some bad luck along the way throughout the season, but he's fought back well, and it's so awesome to see him at the top. So
20.38. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's go to Maxi and see what he's up to. Greg Leak's just coming out of the pit lane, so we should see Greg just pop out.
Oh, Grandpa Gowans. What a legend. Come out 2 purple sectors. Oh, 3 purple sectors.
And
Straight up in a
who's
row.
in front
Let's
of him,
go.
though, mate. Look who's in front of him. If
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken,
See,
that looks
that's,
like Matty Gerard.
that's what we were talking about earlier, right? That is the draft. That's how much
right.
more you can get. Straight up.
Matty Gerard
I
to
didn't
the
realize
top.
it was that big, but it is.
Matty Gerard to the top. Dougie Gowans doesn't improve. Well, no, actually 2:24, so that was his lap time. But yeah, he's fastest in sectors 2, 3, and 4. And he's only just faster in sector 4 than Daniel Fritz. He's a long way in sector 3. He's about 2/10 quicker in sector 3 there than the rest of the field at the moment. So actually Daniel Fritz has just taken sector 3 with a 20.37. But Daniel Fritz is on a flyer.
He's definitely feeling it. He's got some warmth in his tyres. He's feeling this track. We know Fritz is... Oh.
Dougie, that was real tight to the wall there.
But they do kick a little bit. They do kick a little bit, these TCRs. And that front end, you know, because that's where all the power's at. If you're trying to put a lot of that brake bias...
No, he's plucked it. He's done. Right, let's go back to Maxi, our man from over the pond from New Zealand.
Let's go, Maxi!
Look at it on the limiter. Red screen. Oh, he's
at the shadow, broke at the shadow. Loving it. Come on, son. Oh, he's on for the limiter. Let's go. Keeping those revs up, and that's very important, these TCRs. Trying to keep that mid-corner speed, trying to keep those revs up. As soon as you drop too much speed, too many revs, they bog down really hard on exit. So he's doing very nicely here.
With 2:21. Good lap. Daniel Fritz has just improved his lap time to 2:19.7. Matty Gerard is on an absolute flyer. 2 sector best and a personal best. See if he can leapfrog Daniel Fritz here. Tyson McAvoy is also on a cracking lap now as well. Matty Gerard might have improved, but didn't actually move up. Daniel Fritz is a purple sector in 1 now as well. Tyson is looking really
keeps
good.
Keeps on pushing to Daniel Fritz with a 1:19.702.
So for you guys,
absolutely annihilation stations.
For you guys at home, this McAvoy name, this is Tyson, our race director for SRW. So he is out there, and he is on another purple right at the critical end of the lap too. Can he get it stopped through the chase? Oh, that might have been a little rough. How's he going to shave out the back end of the lap? He's a long way quick in that Sector 5 region too, so it's interesting. Tyson McAvoy comes across the line, and he will jump to the top with a 2:19.46. Mr. McAvoy, take a bow.
Wow. Almost 3/10.
Yeah, 2.4, mate. That's all it is, so that's interesting. Daniel Fritz still on the charge. He's got 2 personal bests on the back of these 2 orange, so he could elevate. Max is on a good one as well. So it's Greg Leak. He's on personal best, but he doesn't have a time set right now, so we'll keep our eyes on Greggy Leak.
But that's what I was saying earlier. Like I think these Audis might have it here. If you can drive the Audi really nicely around here, you're gonna have it because they have a bit more legs down on that straight. Have a little bit more legs to stretch. So it's going to be very interesting. We've had Hyundais the whole season trying to smash it out and actually dominating the whole time. But now, Max keeping there in P4 there.
Hey, where's this Tyrone Walsh? Where's this bloke? He said 2:15 in the chat. Contagious told us. Tyrone says you can do a 2:15. So if he can do a 2:15, let's see it, because he's going to be 4 seconds up the road. I think he might be talking about a supercar, not a TCR.
I think so. Or on his own settings.
Maybe if he cut half the track out, he might be all right.
If you do the jump down Conrod, right?
Yeah, just cut out the chase straight ahead.
Just boom, straight up.
And up and over. And
that's 4 seconds straight up there, right? If you land it.
Yeah.
You get 4 seconds straight up. Yeah, okay. I can do it in 2:15 as well then.
I think Contagious is more just winding up the Tyrone Walsh there, but even so, he's going to get a lap in here, and we'll see what he can deliver. Tyrone Walsh probably won't get that because of the off track or a collision there, because he did have a 1x on that lap, so won't get a lap time from him. Daniel Fritz, this bloke is now. Are you ready for this, mate? Are you really ready for this? He has the fastest Sector 2 by 0.03 of a second.
Come on, that is insane.
I'm not even kidding, dude.
Oh, whatever. 0.3 in a whole in a sector. That's insane.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is insane. Let's go. Let's go.
Dylan DeBono in front of him there. Where is Dylan DeBono there? Dylan's here. Doesn't have a lap time set yet, Dylan, but he did come out a little bit later, I think. So he'll now get out there. Dylan DeBono, all green sectors, but that doesn't count when it's his out lap. Matty Gerard with a purple now. Look at this.
But Tyson McAvoy's still pushing it again. His best lap once again. He's just pushed that once again.
McAvoy's in the pit, mate.
Apologies.
He's in the pits.
That was his last lap, so
that was
he's
his last
happy
lap.
with that.
Yeah,
apologies. Yeah, apologies.
Well, I mean, he's probably going to go and make a little setup and come back out. He's got time. Why is
Matty Gerard? Come on, Matty Gerard. You got the purple. You got the green. Oh, ho, ho! Only just missed out by 0.2. Come on, just under 0.2. Let's go, Matty Gerard. Take the Veloster to the top of the hill and send it. Dylan DeBono now with a couple of PBs and sectors. And Tyrone Walsh as well. Stephanie Piccoli. Here we go. Sitting in top 10 right now. That's an awesome effort from her. That's awesome.
Comes through just to finish off this lap. A couple of green sectors, which are personal bests.
So,
part of the Apex group, so doing very well out there at the moment. Dougie Gowans, mate. This is our championship. Well, I mean, we say leader, but I mean, he's wrapped it up. I mean,
yeah.
He doesn't really need to do anything right now. He could just ride shotgun for
delivered.
But pretty much. We'll be handing the trophy over to Mr. Gowans a little bit later on, and giving him those credentials with Dylan DeBono. Dare I say it? Dare I even say it?
What are you going to say?
Oh, look at this. 5 personal bests. So he's throwing down very equal times to some of these boys higher up the tree through the sectors. So this could be very close to the top.
Come on.
Can he get through the last corner?
I'm a big DeBono fan, to be honest. I've never even made any secret about that, ever. Big DeBono fan.
He comes across the line. Dylan DeBono going nowhere.
Oh. Tyson McAvoy still just under 2/10 in front of everybody. So
we've got Matty Gerard here, mate. Matty Gerard, green and purple, but he's had a couple of orange in there as well. So maybe not quite enough to bring it up. But can he jump?
Oh yeah, that was not his best last.
He went better. He did go better, but he's still just behind 0.06 of a second.
Yeah, last sector was not his best.
Let's chat with Dylan DeBona. Let's ride. Let's get on board with him and see what he's doing inside that cockpit. Have a listen, folks, as he comes across the top of the mountain here, up through Solomon Park, under the tree. Out to the grate here. See the grate on the bottom there. Right there, usually. Bang. He comes up. Reed Park into McPhillamy. Over there. Oh, he's right on it. Oh, does he catch it? Oh, beautiful. Down in through these S's, down into the dipper.
Look at Fritz's purple sectors.
Famous sector, yeah. Fritz is back on it again. Just come down through here. So Chaz Moss had a big crash there a few years back.
Massive, wasn't it? That was in the old Falcons too, wasn't it?
That was in the old Falcon days, yeah. Oh. Did Dylan just miss a gear change there? I don't know. That sounded like it just peaked out. Let's watch how soon's he on the limiter. He's in 6th gear. In the Veloster, flying down Conrod Straight. 220, 30, 40. Not quite the straight line speed of the Audi, though.
No. And it's topping out. That's the biggest thing down Conrod in this TCR. They start to top out down towards the end of the chase. So
here he comes.
The Hyundai's definitely top out a little bit earlier than what the Audis do.
What's the lap do? Puts him. I don't know what is going on. He is not registering a lap.
Mike dropped. No, he did. He got a 219.08.
No, it's Daniel Fritz, isn't it?
Yeah, Daniel Fritz did.
Dylan DeBona is not getting laps done. Is he getting... I have no idea what is going on there.
Did he get a 1X? We didn't see a 1X.
I didn't see a 1X there, unless he got a no X. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But Daniel Fritz in that last lap absolutely annihilated that by 4 tenths. No, about three and a bit tenths. Oh, almost 4 tenths. Complete tenths there, Daniel Fritz over Tyson McAvoy. So a great lap from him. Matty Gerard now sitting in 3rd place. Is he going to be able to knock Tyson McAvoy off that second part on the grid? I don't think so. There's no purples there. They're all just a couple of orange sectors. Essentially, maybe just, looks like it's just caring for it to get into the pits, eh?
Maybe. Well, we're about halfway through quali, so the boys and girls have still got time to get their laps sorted. Oren Walsh here, he's going to the pit lane as well. Matty Gerard. Oh no, it is 15-minute quali, that's done and dusted. That is it.
Yeah, there's Barney there waving the flag.
But well, I'm sure why Dylan DeBona didn't get a lap registered there. I don't know whether it was a transponder or whatever was going on. Yeah, I don't know. Like he might have just pulled a.
Probably didn't miss anything.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan DeBona is going to be off the rear, mate. So let's get the grid up. So there we go. Daniel Fritz and Tyson McAvoy off the front row. Matty Gerard, Max Donnelly off the 2nd row. Tyler Sheaf, Mark Cochran off the 3rd row. Greg Leake, Tyron Walsh off the 4th row. Greg Johnston, Doug Gowans off the 5th row. Stephanie Bacolian, and that's not Adam Hughes because that's our race controller. It will be Dylan DeBona off the back row. SLM calling it early. Calling early. Dylan DeBona last the first. We'll have to check that out and see if that's the case.
Big call, big call. But we know, Dylan DeBona's definitely got the skills.
Oh,
there's lots of other people
that.
in this field that definitely have the skills as well.
Waiting on Greg Johnston to grid.
Wait for the lights to go out and see who's going to be able to get the jump. Is Tyson McAvoy going to be able to get the jump in this Audi here, or are we going to have Mr. Fritz out in front with the Hyundai?
Well, it's, yeah. Actually, isn't, I don't know, Fritzy, He's in the Honda, yeah. So it's Tyler Sheaf in the Audi up in the middle of the right side there.
And all three parts of the grid, we've got Audi, Hyundai, Audi, Hyundai. So,
Honda's in there. Yeah, no, it's rather interesting. Big mix of TCR cars, which we love to see. And the lights are about to come on as we're looking at Tyson McAvoy and Daniel Fritz on the front row there. There's the lights on. Get 5 red, and we are away on green. 2, 3, 4, 5, and go. And who gets the better launch? Tyson McAvoy looks like he got a solid launch.
Absolutely beautifully, and just cut him off there as well.
Oh, Max
put his elbows into turn 1. Beautiful, clean turn 1. Look at that.
Look at that. Devano's already moving forward. We'll have to keep our eyes on him.
We got the 2 whiskey runners boys, in between the 2 Audis there of Tyson McAvoy and Max Donnelly. There's already trying to moves being made, even though they're under cold tyres. These guys do not hold off. Oh, Stefano Piccoli there, just clipping the wall into turn 2 by the look of that. Not sure what's happened there. So we got Tyson McAvoy leading the pack out in front. Daniel Fritz with not so much of a good launch as what the Audi did, but I think that's just the nature of the cars. You can actually put a bit more. They've got a bit more down low torque. If you can master that Audi, you're always going to have a bit more of a better start, I think. But these Hyundais, especially the Velocitas, they're a bit more light on their feet. They're going to be a bit easier on tyres. So they're ones to watch. A bit easier to save gas in. A bit easier to be light on tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dylan Devano's already up 3 spots, making moves forward. Where's our players? There's Matty Gerard. Remember, he's in the championship hunt as well. So he could technically get inside the top 3 here.
Max Donnelly under heaps of pressure. Absolutely heaps of pressure here. Matty Gerard just trying to profit off the back of this down Conrod Straight, but Max Donnelly under heaps of pressure. Tyler Sheaf just running that whiskey all the way around down the outside of Conrod. When he's late on brakes.
No, he's gone, yeah.
So that's probably why he had so much pace around the outside. He was really late on brakes. So Max Donnelly just having a calm head about himself and just letting himself just having a deep breath. But then we got Matty Gerard just like, no press here, mate. I'm on you right now. This is Bathurst. I'm not letting this go.
Dylan Devano's up 5 spots, mate.
Oh, come on. We knew he would too.
Spot, and that's Doug Gowan's right in front of him.
It's really strange that it's not as Larry as he normally is. He's he seems like he's gonna take a dip. Oh,
sorry to Matty Gerard. Oh.
Come on, Moshi.
So Matty
Gerard, I would let Matty Gerard go too, because he is on a mission.
Well, I mean, he's chasing Max Donnelly in the championship, mate, and Max is trying to leapfrog Jake Edwards, so we need these boys to be setting some good fast lap times, mate.
Yeah, 100%. And Matty Gerard knows it. You can see how hungry he is in that car.
Oh, he's got
and Matty Gerard just chill a little bit, man. Don't make any. It's really easy to make a rash decision around Bathurst, and it costs you the race. So,
and let's also not forget,
yeah.
Doug Gowans and Dylan Devano are our team.
True.
First place champions as well, so they don't want to be doing too many silly things, I wouldn't think. They want to try and pick them off and get through.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Tyler Sheaf's there. Look at that. Look.
Everyone's on their best behaviour, apparently, other than the whiskey runners, but that's all right.
Well, I mean, the first of the cars so far with no X's is Tyson McAvoy. He's been out the front clean. He's just cleaned his heels and gone, so good on him. But look at this. Look at this. From Tyler Sheek's perspective, looking back over his car.
Oh, yeah, you got Grandpa Gallons and Dylan Devoto behind you. That is not a place you were. That's not a nice place to be. Especially around. Oh, look at that. Oh, no!
Just caught that on. Oh, I don't want to go into that one. Let's chuck up a replay of that.
Apologies, Sheepy. Definitely cursed right there.
Oh no, he's hit the grass.
He was still hard on brakes when he went on the grass.
I don't think there was anything Gowans could do. He was just passenger at that point. So,
and everybody out there in viewer land, if you guys don't realise, it's a lot different in these cars. You know, you might be used to seeing these cars in V8 supercars with the rear wheel drive cars, and you know, a lot of real braking and stuff like that. With these TCRs, front wheel drive, front wheel drive, front engine cars, all that weight and all that braking's in the front. It's once they start to lock up, there's the whole arse end just tries to catch up with the front. So it's a much different car to drive. So it might look like it has a bit of strange physics as it seems like it turns around, but that's just because of what it is.
So
very challenging.
SLM in the chat said Grandpa Gowan said to adjust his glasses, they fogged up from that one. Just winding up the boys out in chat. That's fantastic. But we have a special guest coming in for F3, mate. So have to keep that under wraps until we get to that point. But you guys are in for a bit of a treat. Oh
yeah, nice. That's awesome.
So, mate, it's going to be interesting. So you might want to hang around.
I'm hanging around anyway, so I'll be happy to be part of the situation. Oh, there's a bit of bumper going up there.
Look at this. Let's get on board with Dylan's nose cam and see what he's seeing out the front, because it is on. Look, there's 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 cars that he can see just right there in the same. Oh, 5 if you look up top. So that's Daniel Fritz just going up under the Sumo Bridge here, I think. Look at that. Gets beside Mark Cochran, gets up the inside. Just down there, who's next on his list? Max, mate. Mad Max Donnelly.
He's going to be under pressure now. DeBono's on the hunt, mate. You can see the amount of pace that he followed through with that corner, through the chase there.
But remember,
down through Murray's absolutely beautiful, absolute beautiful mid-corner speed.
Mate,
he's kept it really situated.
We need to remember, Matty Gerard and Dylan DeBono in the same unit, man. Matty Gerard's fighting for the championship. Doug Downs is in the pits.
True.
Oh, he's giving Max a bit of a... Come on, son. Come on, buddy.
I want to steal your chassis, buddy. Oh, wow.
How deep can you go?
Oh, deep under brakes. Well
How
done.
deep can you go?
You can't take that away from Daniel DeBono. That was brilliant. But I think Max Donnelly there is just biding his time now. He's just biding his time. I'd be saving a bit of fuel in that. Trying to save a little bit of fuel in that Audi at least. But you want to stay on the back of DeBono. If you can stay on the back of DeBono, you'll be good. You'll be good. But
look at the gap he's already pulled out though. But look who's next in DeBono's crosshairs.
He's catching it quick.
SLM, mate.
Oh, mate.
And then right in front of him is Matty Gerard as well. Look at the run that they're getting right now.
Tyrone Walsh's mirrors are going to be full of Velocity Sim racing very, very soon.
This is going to be interesting. Where's Mr. McElroy? He's there. Oh, Fritzy's actually on the back of Tyson here. Has Tyson had a bit of a...
There you go. So the battle's still on.
Tyson's even trying to break that toe. Look at him trying to break that toe. That's crazy.
So he's obviously made a bit of a mistake there, hey? What do you reckon? He must have made a bit of a mistake over the top of the hill there. And now he's lost a bit of time. Because he definitely broke that draft earlier.
I don't see anything on the SDK, so I don't think he's made any major problems. But yeah, he's definitely in there now. Fritzy's real close now, so this is going to get real juicy coming up. Oh.
But Tyson's probably very mindful of the fact that he doesn't have to push too hard. As long as he just stays at the front, gets some clear air. Oh, Dylan De Bono is still on the hunt. He's hungry, eh? Manager Ryan should be worried about look at this.
He just did the fastest lap of the race with a 2:18.45. Dylan De Bono is lighting up the tree.
That goes down to show you what we're talking about earlier. Draft. It's been on the draft to try and wash pretty much 3/4 of that last lap, and that's what's pulled him into it.
How much room did he make under brakes? Dylan De Bono.
It'll be amazing to see Dylan De Bono how quick this lap's going to be after this much draft.
Love his line. Look where he's placing the car. He's just maximising the corner entry and exits. He's just getting maximum volume out of the track. Look at it now. Just peaks at a different area in the apex here. He just gets a little bit further sideways, or he just gets a bit further out. He's just got that extra bit of room to play with.
No, you can definitely see Dylan De Bono's enduro laps around this track has definitely been paying off now.
So we'll ride with this little battle for a little bit here. We just see how this translates.
Wow. Smooth through there, isn't he? Wow. Come on. Carries that mid-corner speed so beautifully.
He doesn't want to fence.
Very respectful. Very respectful. Go, son, go.
Look at that.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful execution on the pass. So well done, Dylan De Bono. That was well set up.
Oh, mate.
That was a nice, clean pass.
That was super smooth. All the way up through the hill, through the mountain, down through the S's, down through the dipper, just super smooth. Carried that mid chicane speed, I should say, really. Downhill chicane speed. Down through the chase now, keeping his speed, even though there's red hot brakes at the back, just absolutely smoking it. Manager Rod has got his teammate right behind him right now, so this Dylan De Bono is really catching up to him pretty quick. But it'll be interesting to see once Dylan De Bono gets up to the back of Manager Rod. Will it be Dylan De Bono taking over and then Manager Rod being able to use a bit of that draft and profit from that?
Wow.
If I was a team manager, that's what I'd be saying. Do that, boys.
Just remember,
then it could push Manager Rod to go a bit further and save a bit more fuel, but who knows?
Just remember, dude, 32 points separates Matty Gerard and Jake Edwards in the championship. Right now, Matty Gerard, P3, is looking at 138 points. Max Donnelly, sitting back in P6, is looking at 120 points. They're only separated by 10 points on the table. There's a lot on offer here now. So Dylan De Bono is back in P13, so he's not in the championship fight. So what do you do? What do you do?
Honestly, Dylan De Bono needs to get in front of Manager Rod and just pull him down, Conrad, for the next 10 laps. That's what I reckon.
We got
That's
SLM
what I reckon.
SLM in the chat, mate. 03 post-race investigation. They need to get an engine check on that car, apparently. That's quite interesting. Oh, here he goes. Oh, he's sizing him up.
I reckon they're doing what I was saying they're going to do. Manager Rod, let him get in front of you. Let just De Bono pull you around for the next 5 laps. Then you're going to save at least 1 lap's fuel. Maybe 2.
Look at this. Looking back through the cab of the car. Look at that.
Come on, so good.
Is it a bump? Is it a bump? Here he comes. Dylan De Bono doing what he does. Up the inside. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
See, that's beautiful teamwork right there. That's beautiful teammates working together. He's definitely going to pull him across. He's going to pull him, and give him a gap now. Let's go, boys.
And the battle is not over at the front here either. Daniel Fritz is on a blistering set right now as well. He is punching in some really high quality sectors, and he's putting a lot of pressure on the back of Tyson McElroy here.
Interesting to see how far these guys push it.
Well, now
They seem like they're going full red right now.
Dylan DeRono's 5 seconds behind you, mate. To this pack.
Wow.
So Tyson's still weaving, man. He's trying to break that toe. Oh, look at the lunge. So much deeper under brakes.
Best lap the last 2 laps in a row. So
2:18.13 now. So I'm just wondering if Tyson might have used.
He's trying to take it easy here. He's just being measured. It's really smart driving here from Tyson McAvoy, I believe, in front of us. I think Daniel Fritz he's pushing as hard as he can, but I think he wants to just stay in the midst of this, stay in the toe. Daniel Fritz is being very, very smart here. Tyson McAvoy has to break all the air here. Yes, he's got some clean air, but he has to break all that air. And now he's just sitting beautiful.
Oh no!
That's exactly what we're talking about. Down through the S's, down through the divots. Hard to do. It's a lot of pressure. He'd be sweating up there, getting a little bit sideways.
Safety car's just been called, mate. Safety car's just been called.
Oh, maybe
that
that's
is
what
going
Tyson
to neutralise the
waited
field.
a little bit.
I think
wow.
That was for this. I think Stephanie's had a bit of a. whoopsie moment here because there's a couple of like on track, off track, on track, off track.
Oh, there is, but it doesn't say there's been a crash there. Oh, I see. Oh, that looks like a hardware. That looks like a hardware fail there.
It does look like something's gone on. Yeah, brakes just come on now. Banging the wall.
There's no way you'd do that. There's no way you'd do that down Conrad. That looks like there's a hardware fail there or something that's chipped out there because she was going straight down the straight and then all of a sudden it's just...
Oh, look at the car. Do you see it just bouncing? Oh, bang.
Yeah, there's no control hardware. That's no control there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like something didn't work. Car definitely looks broken too. Yeah, it's very broken. So,
wow, it'll be interesting to see after the race, see what actually happened. That would not have been fun in that car. That would not have been fun in that car going down Conrad at like 200, over 200, going, oh, why is my wheel not working?
Wonder if SLM can give us a quick update in the chat with what is it, 28 minutes to go, hasn't taken the stop yet. Everyone's dived in there. Is that going to be an advantage, you think? I mean, it is an SLM team car, so if they know something we don't know.
Well, he has been in the midst of everything. He's had a lot of draft the whole way along. He's been very, very smart, so who knows?
Let's also consider our championship contenders.
Matty Gerard, Danny Fritz,
Dougie Gowans is back in P10.
Yeah.
Matty
Dougie Gowans
in
basically
6.
starting up anyway. So
and Max Donnelly in 7.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a nice place for Dougie Gowans to be, wouldn't it? Sitting there going, I don't need to push this so hard at Bathurst. I could just have a really nice drive tonight.
10th place is still 96 points, mate. He's still going to bank points, so...
That's what I mean, but he's got it sewn up, so he's still going to bank points, but he doesn't have to be in the fight as much as the stress would be.
Well, no, that's right. And hopefully we can do a live update on points too.
Oh, let's go!
So I'll try and keep that running as we go through the night. So I'll try and do a quick update on our main contenders, because we know Jake Edwards is actually out of this round due to incident from last week, so we'll keep with that, but we will run and we'll give you the updated points pretty much at the end of the race. I'll do a quick calculator trip and make sure that we are on ball with the exact amount of points that we can deliver there, and try and get that news to you guys as quick as possible. But I've also had word from the boss upstairs that we have a special guest coming in for maybe just the quali or maybe for the F3s in general. So you guys don't want to miss that. We'll be having a good chat with this individual and seeing what they are feeling with the racing tonight. And I think being the F3 at Phillip Island, I think it's just the perfect time to bring them in. So, bit of a treat for you guys at home, and Toddy, it's going to be a bit of a treat for you to just sit back, mate, and listen and talk to this individual.
Oh, really? I'm getting excited now. It's awesome. I'm already excited because of these TCRs. This is bananas because these TCRs around here is a totally different beast. But as we saw last year at Bathurst with the TCRs with Chas Mostert, he won it in the Audi. Just saying. That's what I'm saying. So you know.
But anything can happen, dude. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But, you know, it might have a bit more top end with the Audis, but it's a bit harder on tyres. Whereas you see these Velosters are easier on tyres, but not so much hard. Ooh.
So this is going to leave McAvoy right on the back of Tyrone Walsh, and we know Tyrone hasn't pitted. So unless he knows something we don't know, but he is gone. He is out of here. He's like, okay, boys, catch yous all later. Oh, look at the battle behind with Dylan DeBono. Let's get on the nose of this. This is... Oh, he's going around the outside. Oh.
Tyson's not having it. Just absolutely closes the door on him.
Tyson says, no way, buckaroo. Not yet.
He's going to try and drag race him up Mountain Straight. Is he going to be able to have it? I'm not sure if he is. He's giving him enough space.
He's all over it. He's all over the back of Tyson here.
Trying to get his face. Oh, now we got Daniel Fritz that's threading that. It's threading in between and Matty Gerard and Dylan DeBono there. So between the Velocity Sim Racing boys now, we got one of the risky runners, Daniel Fritz, and we know that Daniel Fritz has got a lot of pace.
So, here's a question though. Is Tyson a little bit gun-shy coming into the dipper when he just made that mistake?
Oh, don't say it too loud. Might put him off.
Is there a little bit of room for Dylan to just make a cheeky send here without actually being too unfair? But, you know, he can certainly pile the pressure on. You've seen it here. He's just piling it on. We know Tyson likes to call himself
cold tyres after safety car. You don't want to take too much risk. This is a really easy way to ruin your race. Oh, wow.
You're talking risk, mate. What was that about risk? Sorry, did you want to take that statement back?
That was full send. Wow, wait. Oh, that's insane. Just as I say, oh, maybe cold tyres, I won't go full send and then full send. Awesome. Well done, Mr. DeBono. Come on.
I gotta say, Tyrone Walsh at the front hasn't really dropped any gap, but he's going to start to now as these boys punch a big hole in there. Now, we've seen Dylan DeBono make passes here, mate. We've seen him use the inside. He's just going to wait.
We know how good Tyson McAvoy is putting his elbows out. Oh, what a chassis.
Oh, no. Tyrone Walsh just went wide.
Tyrone Walsh has just gone a bit wide, a bit off track there. Bit really late on the brakes there, it seems. So
he's pulled in the pit lane now, so
it seems like he's really late on the brakes. Sometimes it's a little bit too much pressure. Maybe you just miss the pit lane and just.
Oh, look at this! We're gonna stay with this battle, guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are in the box here, because this is on. Let's ride with the passenger seat.
Drag race up down the straight. Come on, into turn 2. Is he going to be able to have it? Mr. DeBono around the outside. Tyson McAvoy still trying to fight this off.
Oh, he's not going to, though.
He's still on the inside. Tyson McAvoy. Oh, he is. Yeah.
That is crazy. The boys are right into it tonight. This is fantastic. My goodness.
Oh, mate, that takes a lot of self-control from both of those drivers just to fold in and out of each other, know where their own each other's limits are, and their spatial awareness is second to none. Absolutely amazing. can see how many laps these guys have done around this track. Amazing.
I've got SLM having to dig at me now because he put the Mozzes on Tyrone. He's like, goddamn right, curse. The commentator's curse strikes again. So let's talk about Tyson McAvoy and hopefully we'll commentator's curse again, mate. Liven this up.
Oh, he's had a bit of a touch there.
Was that a little brake check, you think?
Well done from yeah, that was a bit of a brake check. I think it was just trying to settle the car and these velocities we know over the top of the mountain have a little bit more pace because they're a little bit more nimble. As soon as we get down to Conroe, down through Forest Elbow, if you can settle the Audis, you can get a really good run down here, a bit of bit better high and low end torque, and then you get a bit more high end top speed. So as long as you can settle it.
Look at Fritzy here. Fritzy is in the commanding seat. He's just sitting here going, all right, boys, you can battle this.
Yeah, exactly right.
We're on the outside. This is crazy. I don't know who's got more pressure, DeBono on the back of McAvoy or Dylan with actually McAvoy moving and placing the car in just the right spot, making it really hard to pass. But I'm pretty sure Tyson's been getting some tips from Greg Leake on how to make the car just a little bit wider than it normally should be.
Oh, amazing, eh? And you can see how close they are. It's like a bit of puff of sand coming.
Hello, Matty Gerard. Matty Gerard.
Matty Gerard. Where did that door open to?
So I wonder if Matty Gerard's going to try and get up here and help his teammate. Just added more pressure on the back of Tyson here. Oh, Tyson, just a little while. Oh, you see, this is where you don't need to catch someone because you can't make a move here. Oh, no. is he? Oh,
and Tyson must be thinking, no, bro, don't try and make
there,
a move
buddy.
here.
Don't send it yet, please.
Not there. Yeah. If you're gonna send it, don't send it here, bro. You're gonna end us both.
The game's being played. The game's being played from the driver's seat.
Yeah, he's just lathering on the Vegemite right there, just like, yeah, come on, mate, get it,
He's yeah, it's a good battle. This is for sure. Dylan DeBono he's something else, isn't he? He's like that little chihuahua, isn't he? He just sits there and he just annoys and barks at you, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, he's gone and he's running around somewhere else. Like Dylan DeBono is just absolutely pestering the back of this car.
Absolutely. But we know how well Tyson with his racecraft is very, very good, but he's very, very good at putting his elbows out, and especially in this Audi.
So it seems
and I'm
like
sure he's saving a bit of fuel as well now at the moment as well.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Like the Audi struggles on the brakes.
If you look on board with Tyson, I'm sure he's not going. I'm sure he's saving a little bit at this point of the race.
I don't know. Not too sure, but yeah, he's look, Dylan DeBono's just filling the mirrors, just making him think, where's he going?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the exit here. Oh, DeBono's going to get the grass. Oh. Hey, can I just say, the only car so far in the top 4 that doesn't have incident points, Daniel Fritz.
Let's go, Fritzy.
So Fritzy might end up taking the bonus points away for first across the line.
That throws another spanner in the works, right?
Oh, look at this.
It's so close to championship.
Actually, where is Daniel Fritz in the championship? He is P6, so he's not really in it. Oh,
no, that wasn't right.
Oh, that was beautiful pass, mate. Well done. That was an awesome pass. Let's get a replay of that. Actually,
maybe that was just a view I saw that at. Oh, look at that over under to pass through there as well. It's bananas.
No, I mean, no.
Oh, there's a bit of touch. There's contact there.
That's a great move. I got to say that was a solid move. Let's get back to that and just have a bit of a look.
Oh, so he kind of was ahead of the B. He was ahead of the A pillar, wasn't he?
So, I mean, you got to look at it from Dylan's way. He
When
hasn't
contact
moved.
is made, it's mid door though, so it's not ahead of the A pillar. So
he's still no further action called by race control. So great pass, mate. Roll on, well done.
That's awesome.
That was a good pass.
Wow.
I mean, that was well set up. He set him up and pressed him on
So
there.
technically,
so that was good.
no, what's the road? No, it's past the B pillar, isn't it? So he was technically past the B pillar.
I'm not sure how that ruling works, mate, but I mean, the pass was on, he made it, he sent it, and good on him. So now, he's got to pull away. He was definitely faster than Tyson.
And one of the biggest responsibility now for Tyson McAvoy is to try and stay on the back of Dylan De Bono because he's under heaps of pressure from Matty Gerard, Dylan De Bono's teammate right now. So if Matty Gerard can jump on the back of Dylan De Bono, these guys will run away with this and make it a 1-2 straight up.
Gowans is now up at P6. So that's a good little window there.
Our championship leader
Max
and
Donnelly currently
championship
P5.
winner.
But Max has got incident points. Dougie Gowans doesn't, but Daniel Fritz is actually the first of the runners with no off-track, like no X's.
It seems like Max Donnelly's not got his setup right tonight. Seems like he's got a lot of drag up Mountain Straight, a lot of drag down Conrad.
Do you think maybe he's set up to be faster across the top of the mountain?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's put a bit more wing in there so he can get through the top of the mountain. But
Let's bring up his
through the-
dash and let's jump on board with him and see what's sort of going on. Let's see, because we know
he's got a problem because he
Tyson
doesn't
was-
seem that passive. Oof. We didn't see any earlier contact, Max. So
No, we didn't see any contact. I'm just trying to listen to see if he's...
yeah.
Oh, he's not... Oh, wow. Dougie Gowans.
Another velocity just coming straight through down on the inside of the Forest Elbow.
Hardly a grandpa
What a
when you're doing this
move.
kind of stuff. Look at this. He's a car back.
That is insane. That's
Max
so
goes
beautiful.
a little bit wide here, and Doug's just like, thank you. Pick your pockets.
And we're
Bye-bye.
even on ball with Max. We didn't even see it coming. That was crazy.
That's just going to put Max down another spot. So now Max P6, looking at 120 points, and Matty Gerard P3 at 138 points. Matty Gerard could drop up onto the second spot of the championship here. So this is all online for Max to play with. He's got to do something.
Unless
fast.
Unless Maxie's
caught-
overfueled at the start and now he's just going to try and run it down. If you know what I mean, maybe. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. But that was a bit of a rough moment
No,
there.
he
It's
pitted
never
under that
nice to do
safety
it.
car, mate. That's not overfueled because he pitted at the safety car. So he pitted at the same time a lot of those guys around him pitted.
I
So,
mean,
yeah, I
at
don't know.
that fuel stop, did other people
No.
take more
It was
than
about-
he did? Or did
it
he
was on
just take a
average.
fuel?
So he went 13. Someone around him went 12. Someone else went. Tyrone went 14, I believe. Matty Gerard 12. Dylan Duano 12. So no, he's
Yeah,
on about the
true.
right numbers. So maybe he just doesn't like the track. Maybe he's just not comfortable here.
I think he's just got a bit too much wing in that thing.
Look at Fritzy here on the back of Gerard. On the back, Matty Gerard here, and he's got Dougie Gowans coming right after him as well, so this is on. Tyson McAvoy's been able to just hold on to his second spot there, but it's not looking like Mr. Gerard is slowing down anytime soon.
It's pretty interesting. It's going to be interesting because these guys are getting a lot of grip this time of day out of these front tyres, but they're not going to last that long either. So
We're
we'll
about
start to
11
get a
minutes
bit
away
of
from the finish
sketchiness.
too. But, yeah,
That's what I
11
mean.
minutes.
We'll start getting some real sketchiness out of these tyres soon. So I won't be surprised if we see some Not silly mistakes, but just mistakes under pressure, under brakes.
Hey, Toddy. Can I just say, Dylan De Bono, 2:17.74 last lap on his own.
Whatever, just absolutely owning it. What
So
an
that's
absolute
going to be
legend.
5 bonus points to him.
Crazy, man.
So that's really not going to change too much of the championship there, but that's still good for him, though.
2 seconds exactly from what our qualifying time was for the actual round as well. Because we had a 2:19.74 for our 2 seconds exactly, just on race pace, and that's in clean air as well. That's not even
he's
Dylan
on his own,
DeMoto.
Yeah, he's flying right now, mate. Absolutely flying. W. Gowan's here on screen. He's got a 2:18.5. And he's only about 2 seconds, a bit over 2 seconds off the back of Fritzy there. And you can see Fritzy with Gerard and McAvoy right in front of him. So this is going to turn into a nice little 4-car battle pack. This one, mate. This is going to be on with like the last 10 minutes. Connor Sheaf just entered pit lane. That's beefy. No, it didn't.
Oh, Sheafy's had a bit of a crash there, but look at that.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Of a moment.
Oh no!
Oh no! What's happened there?
Look at the rear left.
It looks like he's collected on the inside and then it spun him around. Yeah, I did that in the 86s. Oh, not here though. I spun it there. Screwed myself into the wall, back and front.
What's he done? Has he just gotten a little bit... Oh, he's just hit the brakes on that bump. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, right on the bump there.
Oh
no, on the knuckle as well. The knuckle's the worst. Because it's that knuckle of the tyre hole. It goes from the cement to one tyre to 2 tyres. And there's still a bit of a right angle there. And that's just welded steel. Welded cast iron, just there you go.
unlucky.
Oh, ouch.
Safety car again. You know what that's going to do, mate. 9 minutes. Well, it's
No
actually
pressure,
8 minutes.
Dylan. No pressure, Demono. But we know DeBono's very, very good at race stuff. I've seen many of his races, etc. He's
There's
very good in his
Primary
restart.
helmet safety car. There's Dylan DeBono there. All right, so this is going to be...
I'm sitting on pit exit there.
Yep.
Just coming back out onto the track.
Max Donnelly's gone in pits, mate. This is going to drop him down the order a lot. What's he done? Has he had a...
Wow.
Has he had an issue at the top?
Splash and dash, I thought he had heaps of gas though. I thought it would have had heaps of fuel.
We literally just took 5 seconds, yeah, so he didn't... interesting, mate. So he's going to be in
You think
P7.
it's just a buffer? Just in case?
I don't know, maybe. Potentially, I don't know, mate.
Did he not take enough earlier?
You know what's going to happen here. I mean, he pitted on the same lap as everyone else, and he took a little bit more than everybody, so... Has he been using it more? Like, has he just been overdriving the car? Is that why he's not...
No, Audis do take a little bit more gas than you know,
so
than the average bear, but...
The question is then, does Tyson McAvoy need that second dash? Because they both pitted at the same time, and Max took more fuel than Tyson McAvoy. They're both driving the same car, so I wonder what...
Oh, you raise a good point. Yeah, it's true.
See, that's crazy.
True. But we know Tyson's really good at saving fuel, so...
So can we just say...
And you can clutch in these Audi.
So can we just say Dylan DeBono up 13 spots? 13 spots.
I'm not surprised though. It's just a photo for you.
I mean... Right, so safety car is going to be in this lap. And it is going to be, literally, folks, a 5-minute sprint. So it's going to be 2 laps, I would say, at best. So we're going to go hard out for 2 laps in the TCRs to run our final race of Season 1 2023 here at SRW TV. And all brought to you by Toyo Sim. And round sponsor of Warren and Brown Tools. Without those guys, we couldn't bring you the show and give you this awesome racing that these boys put on every week in and week out, doing the good things. So,
Legends.
mate, where do we jump to for the restart? Like, this is going to be hectic. You know, Matty Gerard's going to be all over Tyson.
Is one to watch as well. But
Tyson's going to be over Dylan.
Is very, very good.
Yeah, he's going to be everywhere. Max Donnelly needs a few spots, mate, if he's to try and stay in this championship hunt. He's in P7, which is 114
Honestly, one to watch,
points.
I think Fritzy's the one to watch on restart.
Ritzy,
He's gonna try and get the hop. He's gonna try and get the hop on these boys.
Well, he's got Dougie Gowan's right behind him, mate. So it's Velocity, Performance Sim Racing, Velocity, Whiskey Runners, Velocity, Apex.
Yeah. yeah.
Look at the there's Dylan, Matty Gerard, and then Dougie Gowans. All the Velocity boys are all just separated by a car each. So it's
not really a bunch of sandwich. It's not a club sandwich you wouldn't want to be part of, is it?
Yeah, not really, mate. It's I wouldn't like those 3 boys like that close to me, to be honest, because they're definitely a skill set above my own.
100%, that's a club sandwich right there.
All right, here we go. Oh, Tyson's trying to play the game.
I love this Depono though, because Depono's really good on restarts. Come on.
Here we go, folks. 2 laps. That's all it's going to be. Oh,
bit of contact there, bit of bump drafting, we'll call it. Bit of bump drafting up mountain straight there.
That was bump drafting in the corner, mate. That's not up the straight yet. They didn't get to the straight. That was in the corner. That was not bump drafting.
I was just giving it I'm just trying to, kill the lily, shall we say.
Oh,
no! Contact under turn 2! Tyson McAvoy into the door there. I'm not sure whether that was Tyrone door or what's happened there, but we'll leave that one up to
race control. So we're going to replay. We got a quick replay and we'll throw straight back to the live action. So Dylan on the outside here, he's done what he has to do. He's there. Oh, I don't want to call that one.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm not calling that. That's, I don't levy that. No, I'm not sure if that was a turn in or whether it was a... Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll leave that to race control, mate. I'm not going to entertain that one idea. But Sheefy in the chat said, not my night tonight. Sorry for poor standing. Sheefy, you're right, mate. It happens. Don't stress it. All right, so we need to start looking at our championship contenders.
Sheefy's had a great night. It was just that one little thing, and you can all go south very quickly. We all know that, so just nothing against you, mate.
It's the mountain,
that's just
and
what it is.
Bites. Yeah, absolutely. So Dylan DeBono now on the back of Dougie Gowans. I think this is white flag. Maybe not. They might sneak another lap. Let's jump on the nose with Tyson McAvoy and see what comes of this. So we'll just see if we get the white flag. See if Barney's out there waving that thing like crazy. I think we'll get the lap in just. I think we'll get another lap. Where's Barney? Yeah, there's the white flag. There it is, folks. One more lap to go. Barney's waving that thing feverishly. All right.
Matty Gerard's still on the hunt of Tyson McAvoy. I'm not sure if he'll be able to bridge this gap, but these guys are definitely on the hunt. Got Matty Gerard hunting down Tyson McAvoy, followed by Daniel Fritz, followed by Mr. Grandpa Gowans, the leader of our championship right now at the moment. Dylan De Bono, after that last little bit of an incident, still up 9 positions, but he wraps out our top 5. Coming up into turn 2, last lap of our race here at Bathurst and the TCRs for season 1 for 2023.
So no further action on that pass from Tyson on Dylan De Bono, so there you go. There you go.
So as we go back to racing, just trying to navigate these bumps over the hill. I'm sure there'll be some discussions about that, but we'll leave that to the races and the discussions as race control.
That's right.
We'll leave that to them. Daniel Fritz having a great race, going to be wrapping up this top 3 at the moment.
De Bono just
getting real sideways up through Big Phillip again.
That was close because it was on the back of his teammate then too. Yeah, that was on the back of his teammate.
Stop showing off, De Bono.
No, he's.
We know your velocity sim labs. Awesome velocity looks awesome.
All right, so as we come down the last time down Conrod Straight, there is Matty Gerard giving the headlights a flash. It looks like we may have a bit of an upset in the championship, but we'll have to confirm that in just a moment. We will get that to you in a brief minute. I will do some quick calculations to get that sorted.
Oh, that slots Matty Gerard up one more spot, doesn't it? From 3rd to... Oh, does it? No, it doesn't give him the lead of the championship.
No, he won't take the lead of the championship. No, but he will possibly jump.
Possibly. Tyson McAvoy coming over the line in first here, followed by Matty Gerard, followed by Daniel Fritz,
who's going to get. Are you ready for this? Daniel Fritz is going to get the 3 bonus points for no X's.
Come on!
Ahead of Dougie Gowans, who again had 0 X's. But first to finish with 0x, Daniel Fritz, that's where the 3 bonus points is going to go. Dylan De Bono is going to get the 5 bonus points for the fastest lap. So let's work this out really quickly. So we know Dougie Gowans has got the championship. So Dougie Gowans in P4, he's going to gain another 132 across the floor. So let's work this out, plus 132. Max, where did Max finish? Max was 6, so he's going to get 120 points. And Matty Gerard finished P2, so he's going to get 144 points. So, the championship as it sits right now, Dougie Gowans is going to finish with 1,258. Max Donnelly is going to finish with 1,071. And Matty Gerard is going to jump into P2, ladies and gentlemen, with 1,085. So he has jumped up. And I don't think... Yep, so that is correct. So your championship is Dougie Gowans, Matty Gerard, Max Donnelly for your top 3 steps on the podium. So that is fantastic. Well done to our top 3.
That's so good. Wow, hey man, what an upset. Wow,
that's a race for the ages, folks. There we go.
Wow.
Dougie Gowans, our champion, followed by Matty Gerard and Max Donnelly. Matty Gerard, folks, has come from P4 in the championship to take P2 in the championship. So, unbelievable. What a race. And separated by 14 points. 14 points.
Come on, boys.
Oh, someone's...
Wow, absolutely brilliant. I'm still trying to digest tonight's race.
Maxie did the jump and landed on all 4 wheels, but he doesn't look very healthy. Matty Gerard and Daniel Fritz are there. They're our podium for this evening. So we'll get a chat with our podium first, and then we'll try and pull in our championship. We've got about 20 minutes before we need to be in our F3 service, so we will get these interviews wrapped up pretty quickly. But stay tuned, we will bring you that, and then we'll have a special guest slide on in for quali with the F3. Looking forward to this. All right. So we've got the championship winner in there. Now we need our podium. Need our podium. That's what we need. Where's our podium? Daniel Fritz, P3. All right, let's wait till we get Matty Gerard in there as well, and Tyson McAvoy, and then we'll need to get... There's Tyson McAvoy, our winner. So actually, let's throw back to Daniel Fritz off the start. Let's try and get Fritzy in here. Hey, Daniel, mate. Good race tonight. P3, solid finish. Take us through how it was out there, buddy.
It was good fun. Their first safety car kind of stuffed me up. I was just hanging behind Tyson and playing the fuel numbers game so I could jump him in the pits. Not do anything silly, but sadly the first safety car stuffed that up and then turned into a rear gunner for Matty Gerard.
Yeah, right. Well, tonight, mate, you walk away with the 3 bonus points for a 0x, so congratulations. That must have been a bit of a feat around here at Bathurst.
To be fair, it's actually good to finally get one of the 0x's. I think I've had a really bad run this year with lots of silly off-tracks and mistakes. So, yeah, this is probably as for a lot of people in Australia, the most comfortable track that we've all done thousands of laps around.
Yeah, right. No, well, mate, you did well tonight. You had the pole position. You then went out and didn't get the start you were hoping for, I'm guessing, by looking at that.
No, to be honest, I knew that the Audis they're just too quick off the lines to get anywhere near them, just with their no clutches. But I mean, I didn't get bogged down. I didn't lose anything more than one position, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, no, awesome work, mate. Well, you're going to find yourself probably somewhere around that P5 or 6 for the championships. So congratulations, mate. You're looking forward to next season?
I'm going to step away from the TCRs next season and just going to focus on GT3. So it was good to finish off with a solid last 3 rounds, and cheers to SRW for putting on a great league.
Well, no, we appreciate you, mate. And, we'll look forward to seeing you in the GT3 series. But, mate, as we quickly get through these, you want to give us a shout-out of who's kept you in the running this season, who does all the work behind the scenes and on the track for you?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Velocity Sim Labs for their ongoing help with Tyler and myself, the Whiskey Runners, getting us up to speed with the tracks, and thank Old House Painting for being the title sponsor.
All right, mate. Well, we'll let you go and celebrate with the team, mate. That's a P3 for you tonight, and it must feel pretty good being the final. But, yeah, mate, go and celebrate, and, we'll look forward to seeing you in the GT3s.
Yeah, too easy. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thanks, Daniel. All right, let's get Mr. Gerard. Mr. Matthew Gerard. We'll talk about the race first. We'll talk about the race, and we'll bring you back in for the championship. But congratulations, mate. P2. How was it out there tonight?
Oh, that was good fun, eh? It was very much a teamwork race, that. Yeah, look, it's a bit hard not to talk about championship side of things because that was a big part of that race, and just making sure that I was a couple of places in front of Max. And the boys just held up their end of the deal and made sure I was up there and helping me where they could. But the race itself, it was a real straightforward one. I think I made a mistake there. Got me tweaking a little bit. Get the rear end tweaking a little bit, But,
I think the boner was definitely your joker card, though, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. It was good. It was a good race. It was enjoyable. I was on Tyson for a bit there. There was a little bit of a nudge going through down the S's down the mountain there, and I was going to call it in, but he called up straight away, apologising. I was like, "Oh, look, we'll let it go. It's not the end of the world for us." So it was a good race all round.
Yeah, brilliant battles. It's so good to see you guys on track, especially in the championship on this sort of note at Bathurst and these DCRs. How did you had to alter your setup a whole lot from the rest of the races around the season, right? Especially in these DCRs, front wheel drive, etc.
Yeah, we did. Look, I'm not the world's best when it comes to setups. I was just sort of hunting around different setups around the old internet there and giving them a try and passing them on to the guys, and then they would alter them the way they should be. Doug Gallen, he got in there and made a few, and he was a big help for all of us getting setups right and just knowing what to do. So yeah, it was good as well as a few setups through Velocity. We've got a few setups tucked away there. So once our website's up and running properly, we'll be able to start sending them out to everyone.
Good
Well,
job,
on that
smart, mate.
segue, you may as well thank your sponsors as well.
That's the one, my man, working into it, eh? Okay, so look, I'll thank Velocity Sim Labs and all the boys on the team. Original Digital Designs, JS Sim Shots, Here to Race YouTube channel, Speedhouse, Peter Suspension, and everyone involved in the background of just making the series, you commentators, or just everyone involved. And look, I'll do another special shout out to Doug, Daniel, Tyler, Dylan, Nathan, and the big boss Steve. Everyone played a part with the championship and just the whole series as a whole as a team. It was fantastic.
Excellent work. Well, mate, what we're going to do, we're going to throw you back in the green room. Don't go anywhere because we will be bringing you back in just a few moments. So sit tight and we'll have a chat with you again just in a minute.
Sweet as, boys. Thanks, eh?
All right, let's bring this man in. He doesn't get enough time on the combox. We need to give him some airtime. Tyson McAvoy, take us through that, mate. That looked like it was a lot of fun out there tonight.
I don't think fun would be the word I'd use. The car was a bloody handful to drive. During practice, I didn't know if I could do a lap, and I chucked on an old setup that I knew was kind of reliable, and it stuck out during qualifying. So I was like, I'm just going to run with that in the race. And during qualifying, my pace in qualifying was ridiculous, and I'm like, okay, sweet, I could be on for pole here. And then Fritzy out of nowhere took it, but I nailed the start, and then just try to keep to numbers, match fuel. And I did that through the first stint. Safety car kind of threw a spanner in the works, which I wasn't going to go home. And if it wasn't for the second safety car, then I would have been in a world of pain. And I knew that was my opportunity as well to attack Devono up front. So as soon as I saw the door open, I thought I was welcome and walked in.
Well, we saw Max. We were talking about Max Donnelly there just a little while ago. We saw him make a second splash and dash, and we were talking about maybe you were in that same position as well, being in the Audi. But like, how far short would you have been had that safety car not come out at the time?
Probably half a lap. And I definitely would have made. I wouldn't have made the tow zone either. So
That would have been embarrassing.
Oh no!
So no matter what, if I was going to pit, because even if I got the podium and then didn't make the tow zone, then I lose my podium anyway. So I've had a bit of it during the TCR series, getting the podium, having it taken away, but to come home with the win tonight, I'm pretty stoked with that.
No, well, congratulations, mate. You know the deal by now. You got to give us the rundown of who keeps you out there doing the things that you do. Take it away.
Yeah, so just to the major sponsor of my TCR car, which is Toyo Sims, West End Motor Group, Too Easy Finance, KI Music, and hashtag Talk to Me, Bro. Men's and mental health initiative, and then a little personal sponsor of mine, which is the New South Wales Rugby Union Referees Association. So a huge shout out to those guys. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, good job, mate. Well done on the win tonight. Go and celebrate with the team, and we will see you back next season.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Tyson.
That's off.
All right. Well, how do we do this, mate? Do we go top to bottom, or do we go bottom to top? Which way do you want to do it? Third place, second place, first place, or
we go bottom to top.
Bottom to top. All right. Well,
yeah.
Let's bring in Mad Max Donnelly. Congratulations, mate. P3 in the championship. Missed out by 14 points. 14 points, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
So, how was the season?
Epic season.
It has been an epic season, I didn't expect to get this result. We've had a handful of podiums, which I'm really happy about. But hey, we've just slowly worked, and I think the Audi has clearly worked for me. So hopefully, I think we'll secure a position for next season.
No, it looks
Very nice.
looked very good out there tonight, mate. You had a little bit of a battle there. Take a second pit stop. We just heard Tyson say that the Audi was a little bit heavier on the go-go juice.
Yeah, it did. I don't know if it was myself, to be honest, but it did feel a little bit slower during the race than qualifying. The Audis do work against the Hyundais, so it makes really close competition.
Yeah, no, we're seeing that there with Matty Gerard and Dylan Duano all around you guys and Dougie Gowans and the battles that were evolving there. But, would this be a highlight for you, mate, P3 in the championship?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not the first podium I've had in a TCR. I also got second in an Aussie car TCR as well. So it's pretty impressive. These cars, so yeah, I think I'm rather good at these.
Well, Toddy won't deny that, mate. He loves it. He backs every week.
But it must have been a totally different setup for tonight, right? Especially around the mountain and his Audis, because they don't like to get that unsettled, and they're a bit heavier on gas. But you got a bit more legs down the up mountain straight, and you got a bit more legs when you're coming down Conrod as well. So, how did you have to? Did you just look at a completely different setup when it came down to tonight with Bathurst versus every other race of the week, every race of the round, or how did you kind of tackle it?
I'm not going to lie, the entire season, I literally completely relied on baseline setups. I could have looked into VRS, but I didn't feel those were uncomfortable, so I was just like, oh, let's just send it on the baseline setup. So I was like,
and you just fitted with fuel, or?
Well, yeah, essentially. So I just picked between the low, medium, and high downforce setups and fill it up, and away we go.
Whatever. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whatever.
There's
hope for all of us, guys. There's hope for all of us. Come on.
If I can score a handful of podiums during the season, I'm sure you guys can too as well.
No, good work.
Might have to come out and race the TCRs next week and next season and take it to you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe it should be a fixed series, and then we'll find out who the real winner is.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, well, Maxie, we've got to get on to the F3s, mate. But take this opportunity to shout out those sponsors, mate. Give them all the credit for keeping you out there doing the things you do, and P3 in the championship.
Yeah, massive thanks to the New Zealand sim racing guys. They've been big support throughout the series, and also to our team sponsors as well. They've also been in support as well. So, yeah, thanks to everyone. Really looking forward to next season, hopefully.
Yeah, good on you, Maxie. Well, mate, well done once again, and go get them next season, mate, and show them, as you say, who the real winner is, mate.
Maybe we should make it fixed series then.
Yeah, good job, buddy. All right, well, we'll let you go, mate. Go celebrate with your team, and we'll see you in the next season.
All right, sweet as.
Thanks,
Catch you later, guys.
All right, let's get through this one. Let's bring him back in. He's no stranger to the box, but we got to bring him in. Matty Gerard, P2 in the championship, leapfrog from fourth. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How was the season overall, mate?
Overall, it was good. It had a few ups and downs with it, and with my work, had to miss I think one round there, just having to do night shift on the night we were racing. It was good. There was a few tangles along the way, like with everyone, a few disagreements along the way, but I think that goes along with normal racing as well, doesn't it? So it was enjoyable. Really did enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly right. No, you're going to get that everywhere, aren't you? But, P2, you worked for that pretty much all season, and then just that last round, mate, just jumped a couple of spots, and I guess that having Jake Edwards there not to defend P2 tonight probably made that just a little bit easier.
It did 100%. I didn't realise where I was going to be, or the potential for where I could end up with the season till probably a good couple of races ago. And I was just keeping an eye on where Max was. And I noticed early on in the season he had some pace. once tonight rolled around, or earlier in the week, when we realised, hey, I could actually get second here, there was a good communication with all the boys saying, hey, this is what I need. I need your help, boys. Get on board. And they were all like, yeah, come on, let's try and get a couple of Velocity boys on the podium. And hey, it worked out. We got there, eh?
Exactly right. Well, what we might do, we might bring in Dougie Gowans as well, and we'll try and get this one wrapped up as well. But both being Velocity Sim Labs, Dougie Gowans, mate.
Hello, guys.
Champion. We can say that legitimately now. Well done.
What, you couldn't say it legitimately last season?
Well, I wasn't here last season, mate, so I couldn't say it, but I can say it now, you see. So there we go. No, P1 in the championship, mate. Well done. Solid season.
Yes, it was. Quite enjoyed it. It was, tough. It was a shame that Scotty left at the start of the season. He was one of our main rivals, and then Jake stepped up and he started putting the pressure on us. And then I had some races where I was just getting taken out at the first lap and having to fight back through the field. So yeah, it was a roller coaster.
All right, so
I think we should change the name to Domination Dougie.
Oh, no.
Last season and this season, you just worked really well with your teammates, and it's just been impressive to see.
Yeah,
I know there were some dicey moments early on in the season and stuff like that, but just to see your surge back through the season and get there and just absolutely have it sorted and dialed in even before the last round, just impressive, mate.
Teammates are crucial, I mean, we practice during the week with each other. We bounce ideas off each other, lines off each other, and then obviously we help each other out in the race. Our aim tonight was to get Maddie into P2 in the championship, so that's why Dylan and I held back a bit, and that's why I held position behind Fritzy. We needed to make sure there was a couple of cars in between Matt and Max, and it all worked out well.
Well, do we tell you now what Max just told us in the room? Then he just said he uses baseline setups and he just picks low, medium, or high downforce. He's taking P3 with baseline setups, mate. So anything's possible these days.
Please don't anyone tell him that you can't have an actual setup.
Maxie, if you're listening, they don't want you to run setup, bro.
Yeah, look, he's pretty fast. I mean, some of the tracks that we're at this season, he was a force to be reckoned with, and it was really good racing against him. And I had a fun season this season. I'd just like to thank everyone that participated. Stephanie, it's great to see a lady jump into the series. I'd love to see more, and it's great, good fun.
Absolutely. Well, boys, we'll wrap this up. We'll let you get back out there to celebrate with your team. So who wants to do the sponsors? Who wants to shout them out and thank them for the work they put in to keep you boys out on track?
Maddie can. No, you go, Maddie, you go.
Handball straight to Maddie.
I'm in the F3 at the moment, so it's a bit hard.
Fair enough. All right. I got it for you. So Velocity Sim Lab, all the boys on the team. So that once again is Doug, Daniel, Tyler, Dylan, Nathan, and the big boss Stephen. Original digital designs, JS Sim Shots, Here to Race YouTube channel, Speedhouse, Peter Suspension, and basically everyone once again involved with making the series. Thank you very, very much.
No,
Jeez,
well
he was
done,
good
boys.
at that, wasn't he?
He was. He's like he's done it before. But no, well done,
anyway,
boys.
thank you guys, and appreciate all your effort that you've put in throughout the season, and everyone involved in SRW and Warren and Brown Tools. It's fun for all of us, and we look forward to each and every Wednesday and Friday nights.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Dougie. We appreciate it, mate. We try and do our best, but look, we won't hold you boys up, Dougie. We know you're in the F3. We got to bounce in there as well. Matty Gerard again. Congratulations, boys. Velocity 1-2 this season, and we look forward to seeing you guys back again.
Yeah, cheers, guys. See you.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, boys.
Much love. Keep safe, boys.
All right, Toddy, that's going to wrap up our TCRs here at Bathurst. But, folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to throw to a quick intermission.
I can't believe we're going to F3s at Phillip Island next. This is crazy.
And we're going to have a special guest. So stay tuned. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, folks. Thank you for sticking with us. We are back for the last of the double headers tonight. Formula 3 coming to you live from Phillip Island. I am once again joined by my man in the combox, Mr. Chef Toddy Thorburn, and this is brought to us again by Warren and Brown and Toyo Sim. And it looks like our special guest hasn't shown up, so we are already into quali, and we're going to go with it, folks. So we may get a chance to speak with that individual when they turn up, if they turn up a little bit later, but we'll be keeping our eyes on that. So, Toddy, we're just doing some chat, mate.
Here anyway, isn't it? On track at Phillip Island in the F3s. Last season we saw a lot of action here. These are quite fun cars to drive around here, but as you can see, lots of downhill kind of braking zones. It's easy to lock up in these F3s, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys handle it tonight, eh, Robbie?
Oh, absolutely, mate. And we're going to jump on the roll bar here with our champion-elect, Mr. Phil Vella. Again, it looks like that position in the championship is taken up, but there is still some competition for second, third, and fourth. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that. We'll try and give you guys a quick sketch of that near the end of the race. We'll check with the official numbers, but yeah, it looks like this is going to be an absolute cracker.
We've only got, what is it? We've got 3 points separating 5th and 4th at the moment in the championship between Daniel Byrne and Jay Dixon.
Well, the top 5, mate, is still up for grabs. Well, I mean, we can't say top 5. 2nd to 5 is up for grabs.
Yeah.
So that's who we're looking at. So we're looking at Matthew Pinata, Michael Cutter, Jay Dixon, and Daniel Byrne. Now, we know Jay Dixon is part of the Downforce Racing. There he is on screen with Phil Vella. So, again, we could see a little bit of team tactics come into play there. Matthew Pinata with the Alpha Venturi team.
Daniel Byrne also qualifies really fast as well, so he's one to watch. Sorry to cut you off, sorry.
And yeah, I was just going to say Daniel Byrne with Kittens Racing there, so he's the lone kitten in the fight. So you've got Downforce Racing, Alpha Venturi, Michael Cutter does a privateer, Downforce Racing, Kittens Racing. And I guess Ryan Houlihan could make a bit of a run, but he's a little far out of the pack to make anything really substantial. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that as well and see where they come up.
Yeah, interesting to see it. Interesting to see Daniel Byrne out there without any of his teammates as well. And we used to see quite a bit of a force in the Kittens Racing boys in the F3s.
Have Gallows there?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'd take all of that. I'd take all of that back.
Denny Matezik's there, mate. I don't know. I don't know which pink cards you're not seeing.
Yeah. Wow. Apparently looking at the wrong screen.
Apparently. And there is the boss man for SRW TV. Representing the white livery there with the Warren Around Tools and Racecraft and Toyo Sim on there. So again, he'll be looking for a good outing tonight. Again, this is the final round, folks. This is round 10, coming to you live from one of the best circuits for these cars, in my personal opinion, the F3. Absolutely best car to be hot lapping around Phillip Island. I love it. It is a lot of fun.
It is. Easy to lock up, but heaps of fun if you get the roll right. If you get the flow right, it's such a beautiful track to get right.
Well, Toddy, let's be honest. You only really lock it up in the 2 hairpins, don't you?
Yeah, don't you?
Didn't really
yeah,
lock it up anywhere else.
Yeah. But it's just those downhill braking zones that makes it really difficult in these cars, because it kind of lowers you on a false sense of security, especially around here, because it's such... It becomes really flowy and quite nice, and then...
Well, here's one
you
of those
don't really
spots,
want to brake, you know?
Here we go with Sinker in one of them spots right now. You'll see the front right. Look at that.
Oh,
stationary all the way through the corner. So that's what's going to happen, folks. That's going to be the night. Tonight they are going to be doing all those little wheel locks and things like that. But we'll see what his speed is through turn 120. What a nice exit. It's 230.
He might need a little bit more brake bias to the front, possibly, maybe. Or maybe to the back. I'm not sure how...
Is he flat? Oh, he's flat.
Yeah, he's flat.
Oh, no, he did have a little lift. Did you hear it? He just lifted a little bit.
Yeah, he just lifted a bit. Oh, it's hard to get right this spot though. It's hard to get it right over the top of the hill because the camber kind of rolls one way, then it rolls the other. So
Here's the first of those two hairpin corners, mate. This is...
It's hard to get the rotation. See, he's locking it up to try and get the rotation. It's not probably not the best move, but he's getting around there.
Not when you need that front tyre for grip to get in and out of the corners, mate. Especially here, because a lot of high-speed corners. A lot of high-speed corners. This is why I love this track. It looks elusive. It looks like you've got to brake more than you do, but then in some spots you go, oh, I don't need to brake too hard. Then all of a sudden you're off track and you're like, wow, I needed to brake a bit more there.
Yeah, and there's also certain spots on the track that kind of look like other spots on the track as well, and you're like, oh, this is the spot I need to brake a lot more than I need to, and then you make the wrong decision.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. I've done it myself hundreds of times.
Yeah.
It's, I
need to go flat out there.
But Stephen Singford is going to come through. And Bradley Hudson is our volunteer admin for F3's next season here at SRW. So he's donning on the admin hat for the F3s, and he's jumped up into P14.
Legend. Well, we thank you very much.
If I'm not mistaken, our championship elect, Mr. Phil Vella, is actually racing from Singapore tonight. He's rented out. He's rented out sim time. Yeah, that's how dedicated the man is. He's gone over to Singapore.
What a legend!
For work. He's gone to a sim cafe. He's rented time to get on the sim, so he's not even using his own equipment. And he's here racing with us. So Phil Vella, take a bow, son. Well done. And we love the commitment.
Fast.
Well, look at him. He's back there in 12th, so I mean, again, it's also getting used to different equipment.
But he's still doing low 123s then, and he's in a sim cafe. Come on! Wow, that's insane.
When you're fighting Michael Cuttajo, who's on a 22.6 and he's doing a 23.1, there's only half a second in it. Oh, bang!
Oh, goes to the commentator.
Well, that's going to be a little bit more than half a second.
I reckon.
So yeah, he's racing from Singapore tonight. So hopefully we get to chat to him. Well, we will get to chat to him at the end of the night.
Wow, that's brilliant. That is so.
We'll be talking to him for a championship position. So his teammate Jay Dixon on screen now. Is currently sitting in P2, about 0.3 of a second off Michael Cuttager. So don't forget, Jay Dixon is currently 4th. While Michael Cuttager is currently 3rd, and there's about 53 points difference between these two gentlemen. So let's put that into perspective. If Jay Dixon wins tonight and gets no bonus points, he's going to gain 150 points. Now, that means Michael Cuttager can finish no lower than 9th to win by, I think it's 1 point. If he finishes 10th or lower, he will lose that spot if Jay wins. So Jay has to win and Michael has to have a shocker. Now, Toddy, we
just say that Michael Cuttager just did a 122.4.
I was just about to say, it's a bit hard when you got this privateer out here who has actually become very quick in these cars. Michael Cuttager has done very well this season and is actually really adapting these cars. So I'm interested to see this fight take place because we just saw Matty Gerard over in the TCRs at Bathurst. We just saw him jump from 4th to 2nd in the championship with a P2. So anything can happen. And Phillip Island, anything can happen as well. It doesn't have the walls, it doesn't have the concrete, but as you can well see, it's got a lot of grass. And anything can happen if you get on that grass.
Exactly right. So we might not see as many safety cars as we think we might. But, you know, people like Adrian Loretti, with his teammates, with the Kitten boys behind him, he's one to watch as well.
And bring up Adrian Loretti on screen there. As he goes through turn 1.
This man is one to watch.
He's
only 3/10 outside.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, and his last lap was a 22.6, so he's dropped that down by almost two hundredths of a second there. So
yeah, he's only 0.16.
And we know
behind.
Adrian Loretti's got pace, but he's got patience as well. So that's one thing to watch.
We've got,
Michael Katajar's got. I'm not sure if Michael Katajar, just from my own personal opinion, I'm not sure if Katajar's got as much patience as Loretti might have. Who knows?
Oh no.
Just throwing it out there.
Katajar's actually very, very good in these cars, man. He's had a lot of fun.
Oh, I know he's very, very good. I'm just throwing out there.
Oh, who's that? Is that Phil Vella?
That's Phil
It
Vella.
was, yeah.
That's
it
the
was.
wretched Sim. Not on his own gear. He's having a hard
So
time
how
out there. I think.
hard, Toddy, how hard do you think that's going to be for Phil to adapt to tonight? Not knowing,
Oh, mate.
not with his settings or any
Even
like that.
not even just having the
Matthew
settings.
Pinata in the
Even
fence.
if you don't have the settings, I think it's just, even if you're just
feel.
on different gear, like
Yeah.
different pedals especially, you know, like
Mate,
you're
that's
used to the certain amount of pressure on the pedals, and then I don't think it would be that much of a difference with your wheel, but your pedals, man, that would be a big,
Guess
you know,
what?
it takes a learning curve to get into used to new pedals. Like it took me like 5 months to get used to my new pedals.
Toddy,
You know,
guess
you
what?
can't just walk into something.
Guess what? Quali's over. If you're on a lap, you get to finish it, but that's it.
Oh,
It's all over. It's over like that, mate.
God,
And these guys,
Mr. Katajar.
1 hour race here at Phillip Island. So Greg Bradley, jumps into P2.
122.5. Come on.
He says, thanks for coming, lads. I'm going to take that.
Look at that draft though. He got that draft from Michael Katajar on that last lap.
Scotty Bargin here.
That was brilliant.
You look. Jay Dixon's also. Nah, he's rolled out. He's stopping. Scotty Bargin, is he going to get the lap finished?
New livery on there, Dovey livery. Oh no,
No,
it's just
he's not
stopping on
going to get
podcast.
the
He's over
lap
on.
done either, so he's going to pull the pin. All right.
Wow, hey.
Well, here is our grid for the race this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is there. Michael Katajar, Greg Bradley off the front row, Adrian Loretti, Jay Dixon off the second row. Off the third row, David Gallo, Daniel Byrne. Off the fourth row, Scotty Bargin and Matthew Pinata. That's our championship contender. Off the fifth row, Andrew Johnson and Adam Simpson. Sixth row, Michael Falzon and Phil Vella. So Phil Vella's back in the field just a little bit. Followed by Nathan Verney, Brad Hudson, Dougie Gowans, who we just saw wrap up the TCR series there with Danny Matezik beside him. Dean and Steven Sinkovic together, and then that is our field. But look at that. So I just
I
need
tell
to
you
do
what.
a quick load of a track. Sorry guys, bear with me 2 seconds. There we go.
Who's your ones to watch tonight? I know that Adam Simpson, as
Mate.
anytime you see Adam Simpson in a field, you know he loves going through the back. So
Well,
he's one to watch, but does he have the
Adam's-
pace of these guys?
Adam hasn't had the greatest of season. He'd probably be the first to tell you that. He hasn't had the greatest season this season. But I think the ones to watch tonight are definitely Jay Dixon, Michael Katajar, and Daniel Byrne. I think they're the guys we really need to focus on. I think Matthew Pinata is also there or thereabouts, but it's going to come down to strategy. It's going to come down to the pitch strategy and who can do the best option with their strats. So we'll watch that. We'll keep you updated, and don't forget, like I said, we will keep you updated on the championship as we get through the night. Looks like we
I just
have
know
the
that-
grid.
If the
All
Kitten boys
set.
can work together tonight, that'll definitely play in their advantage, I think.
All right, the lights are about to come up. The revs are going to come up. The boys are getting ready to go. And we will get the lights. There we go. 5 red, and we are away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is lights out, and away they go. Looking. Moving all around. Oh, they're
A
moving
bit of a
everywhere.
sketchy start. in-
Michael
out of
Katajar on the
turn
inside.
one.
He's going to take the lead into turn 1. That's beautiful work. Look at that. Got it through turn 1 nicely. Well done, boys and girls. That was fantastic.
Bradley keeping that second position. Adrian Loretti is filed himself down into
there's
third
been a
position
crash.
there. So what's happened there?
Been something going there.
Oh,
Nathan
Michael
Burney,
Falzon.
and Matthew Pinata's involved in that as well.
Oh, and Dean Sikovic as well, by the look of that as well. So
Quickly
a lot of
chuck up
people
a
just being
replay.
caught up in that.
Oh, what's happened here? It looks like someone's gone up the inside. So we're on board with Nathan Verney. Matthew Pinata must be just behind him. So what's happened? As he... Oh no.
Oh, no.
Was that Phil Vella that was involved in that? Matthew Pinata, look at the front wheels. He's had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go. So
Yeah, that was Phil Vella that caused all that in the first place. Just foreign equipment, by the look of that.
I don't know if he was actually the cause of it, but he was definitely involved in it. But again, remember, he's got the championship wrapped up. He's not really needing anything but, mate, look who's out in front. Michael Cuttajar has gone, see you later, boys. I am out of here.
And he's loving it right now.
there is
Adrian Loretti
there's
down the
Adrian
inside of
Loretti.
Greg Bradley. Absolutely beautiful move. And that's the place you want to make the move on Phillip Island. Especially just coming back over this hill. It's a funny little part, funny
Safety
little
car's
braking
been
zone as
called.
you come back over to here. You come back over the top. So
Safety
safety
car's
car
been
has
called.
been called.
That's
Everyone's
it,
back backed off the gas here, and let's see.
All right, let's see what is triggered. All right, so Phil Vella went off track here, so it must be a... We'll see what's happened here, because I don't think this was actually... Oh, it's because he got hit. Okay, so was that the 21, which was Michael Falzon? So Michael Falzon actually give him a little bit of a rough up there. So that's not necessarily Phil's fault, that one. So you think he was just a bit of a bystander in that all up. But it looks like Steven Sinkovic has had a crash here. Oh, who is that? That was somebody just sitting there. Was that? That was one of the locked on lads there, I believe. Is that Nathan Verney?
No, I think it was Nathan Burney. Yeah, it says that on here.
What did
that's the
Steven
case,
do
'cause-
here? What did Steven do? Oh, no, he just locked the rear. Oh, and just pivoted in.
On cold tires. He's held the brakes.
Let's have a quick look at what happened with Nathan Verney here. Oh, wow,
Nathan
he's
Burney's
in a
ended
lot
up
of mess.
hitting Steven, I think.
No. I think he's way further back, mate. I'm going to try and rewind and see what he's done here. Looking at where he is. Oh, I reckon oh, yeah. I was going to say, I reckon I know what's happened here. So he's gone through this little left hand and then the right hand kink, and it's just spat him to the left, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, look, rotation. Oh, the rear just went.
wow.
Oh, he's still got no rear wing. He had no rear wing at that point.
I think that was from that earlier contact with Steven. It must have been.
He's got no rear wing. So he's...
Where's that back from, though?
Oh, that must be further back in that scramble that he had, because he was involved.
Wow. That is rough, eh?
He was involved
That is
back
rough.
in this big skirmish with Michael Falzon and stuff. So he was involved in this early one. So that looks like
see.
Michael Falzon just in front. Dougie Gowan's on the right there in the orange car, just beside Nathan Burney. It looks like he's...
Oh,
So
he's getting a bit loose
look,
already.
Bang,
Oh,
look at that.
yeah.
And then Matthew Pinata's taken it off. There you go. So it's the impact of Matthew Pinata that's taken off, but he's had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and Pinata's...
Had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So already we see a safety car out early for the F3 race tonight. Tyson McAvoy is in our promo department safety car. So again, huge shout outs to our promo department for the sponsoring of the safety car there. We really do appreciate the effort you guys put in. Also to our round sponsor, Warren & Brown Tools, and our series sponsor, Toyo Sim, for all you guys do for us. We really do appreciate it. Without you guys, we couldn't bring the show that we have for you tonight. So we hope you guys can support those sponsors that are supporting us, and hopefully can continue to support into the future. So thank you to those guys, and yeah, let's get back to some racing. The safety car is away. Michael Cuttajar is going to lead this. We're going to jump on the roll bar with Adrian already. We're going to wind up and watch what he does here. And we're going to bring you up the standings so you can see these battles up and down the list. Let's go. Michael Cuttajar's gone early. Loretti's tracing that draft. Mega. Oh, Greg Bradley's into the box seat here, mate, I think.
I think so. I think Bradley's been very, very smart about this as well. He's biding his time, mate. I think he might be just like a bit of a silent assassin today. I think Greg Bradley, just with that really sneaky last lap into second position on the grid. He didn't have the best of starts, but he's just biding his time.
100%, mate. 100%. So I'm just going to play with some numbers here while you're going to give the audience the gift of your gab, mate.
Sounds good to me. Danny Matesic. I always get this right, but I'll always try to make an effort to make sure I get everyone's names right. Danny Matesic. We've seen some awesome stuff from Danny Matesic and some amazing improvements from him in his racecraft and his strat as well. You can definitely see working with his kittens boys over the last 2 seasons actually with the F3s. He's actually done really, really well, and his improvements have been out of sight. He's already up 5 positions. 5 positions tonight, and we'll see him come up through next season. I know he's one to watch next season. He's going to be out there. He's going to be out there with his kittens boys, because these kittens boys kind of work together. But they work together enough to be able to work on the fly with their strat, etc., etc. As we go on board with Daniel Byrne on the back of David Gallo, his teammate, also from Kittens Racing, in a 808 car and the 11 car as well in front of him. David Gallo looking very, very nice, looking settled in the car actually, both these Kittens cars. Oh, just as I say that, not so settled. Not so settled in
just
there.
Just you say that, mate. He just heard you.
Man, I've got to stop shouting people out. Hey, wow.
Look what's happened here. We missed
Michael
this.
Cuttajar's been taken by Adrian Loretti, and I was talking about earlier, Adrian Loretti's one to watch. Let's go. And the improvement.
Look at the
he always had pace. He's always had pace. He's just been a bit brash. But now, to the pointy end of the second season that he's been in, is really showing that calm head. Look at that. Beautiful pass.
That was a good pass, yeah. He set that up beautifully. Dave Gallo on the back of Jay Dixon. Now remember, Jay Dixon is in the fight, ladies and gentlemen. So Vela, Pinata, Cuttajar, Dixon, and Byrne are all in the fight. So Dixon's a couple of spots up the road now in front of Daniel Byrne. So Daniel Byrne is behind Dave Gallo here. So he's got to push on. He's got to try and get his teammate up in front there. So we'll have to see what that plays out to be, bud. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Be interesting to see whether Phil Vela on borrowed equipment in Singapore with his commitment can actually get up to the back of his teammate, etc., to try and give him a bit more support, because I'm sure Jay Dixon's going to be sitting there going, where are you, bro? Where are you? I need your support right now. I'm in a kitten sandwich right now, and I don't really want to be here. I need some support. So I'm sure that'll be the top of Phil's list right now, is to get to the front of this field. Mr. Dave Gallo doing a brilliant job. Just sitting patiently on the back of these guys at the moment. And it definitely, I think, Phillip Island is definitely one of those places that patience definitely pays off, but at the same time, brashness pays off as well. So you're going to have to find the balance between both, right?
100%. And you see Phil Vela just not locking up that right front in that bottom hairpin there, and you see all the smoke around it. Oh, he's going to the pit.
Oh!
Is he going in early? Oh! Hang on to it, Phil. Hang on to it, Phil. Oh, no. No.
Oh, that is broken.
Oh, no.
Was he going to be able to... He's going to crab that into the pits, but that's going to be some serious time in the pits now. Oh, borrowed time on a borrowed rig. Oh no, that's not pretty.
Such a shame. But I mean, again, he doesn't really need to be here tonight. He just wanted to come and race with the boys, you know, end of the season. Yeah,
He wanted to be there for Jay, I think, because Jay's on the teetering edge. If Jay can have a good night tonight, he might be able to slot himself into that third slot on the podium for the championship. You never know.
Well, remember, fastest lap, no X bonus points, mate. They could come into play. It could be down to a point or two each way here for the drivers. So it may not all be just clear cut.
Oh, this is a sketchy one as well. See how many locks. Oh, look, I said it as well. That's a sketchy corner. That's a sketchy hairpin. Who did we see go off there?
Jay Dixon, mate. That was Jay Dixon plummeting down the order.
And Bradley.
But
and Gallo, by the look at that as well.
Gives Daniel Byrne. So this is our fifth place in the championship. Now puts him into P3. This is a big help. David Gallo and Greg Bradley have gone to the pit lane.
So we've still got our Kittens, Adrian Loretti in first, and third a Kittens racer with Daniel Byrne as well.
Yeah, the Cutter
split up by Michael Cutter. Cutter is going to put so much pressure on the back of Loretti right now. Cutter definitely has a bit more race experience than what Loretti does, as what we've seen. But Loretti's going to put the elbows out in this thing, and Loretti's got some serious pace. So it's going to be a very interesting battle.
He just gotten the best lap of the... actually, let me check. No, Daniel Byrne has the fastest lap of the race right now, so that's already bonus points to Daniel Byrne. So there's already 5 more points, and considering he was only 3 points off Jay Dixon, that could make a lot of difference. That's 2 points in Daniel's favour right now.
Oh, look at the pressure that Michael Cutter is putting on the back of Adrian Loretti right now. Oh, mate, this is not the pressure you want to be under. Down the back straight. On the home straight at Phillip Island. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Down the outside. Who's going to let off the brakes? Neither of them.
Cutter just runs so wide. And he just stays in it.
So much confidence around here.
Look at him.
Both of us stay right into it. Adrian Loretti, I think it took a lot more cojones for Adrian Loretti to go at the outside with that much gas still on there.
This is going to be hard for Loretti to pull us up on the inside. Right, Phil's trying to do the crisscross.
That's beautiful moves from both of them.
Phil trying to do the over and under, but it didn't quite work. Loretti just seemed to get that really nice tight line to work for him there, so that was a good pass, good setup. Look at this, it's on screen, look at it, it's just there. So close, bro, so close.
And these guys aren't battling hard enough for them to not pull away from the field. They're still battling hard enough that they're just actually building a massive gap to the rest of the field now. It's going to be really hard for Daniel Byrne, Scotty Bargen and Adam Simpson to catch up to these guys now.
Well, there's Adam Simpson with Fishy Motorsport on screen now, so he's up into P5, he's up 5 spots. I think that's a lot of the mess that was around early on. So we are only 14 minutes in, so we're not even a quarter of our way through just yet. So we've got a lot of time to go.
If we hark back to earlier, we were talking about Adam Simpson as one to watch. You know, Adam Simpson might not always be the best qualifier, but he's got some serious racecraft and some really good calm straight head about him with his fuel strategies and things like that. And he keeps out of the trouble, so that's half the battle, isn't it?
I've got to ask you, mate, how would you be if you look at your relative box right now and you see Phil Vella within about 5 seconds behind you and your name's Dean Sinkovich? How do you feel?
Bricks?
I was going to say, I'd be looking at my relative and being like, where can I get out of this guy's way? I do not want to be in this fight.
Exactly right. Especially Phil Vella behind you. he could be on a couple of sticks on a controller or something, and still I'd be worried. I'd be very, very worried. If you guys are just joining us now, Phil Fuller is actually joining us from Singapore. He's away on business and he's found a sim cafe and he's sitting there on borrowed equipment, etc. Still out here supporting his teammates, still trying to. He's already got the championship wrapped up, so he doesn't need to be here. But look at this, Jay Dixon, his teammate. Absolutely owning it right now. Oh, it's hard because they got a bit of. There's a lot of rubbish on the track at the moment as well. Did you see a bit of puff on the outside of that exit as well?
I think Gowns are going to have to give this away, mate. I don't think. Yeah, he gives it away. I thought he was going to have to. I didn't think he could quite hang there with Jay. So Jay's back on the charge now.
I know they call him Grandpa Gowans, but he seems to race a lot for a grandpa. Like, he's pretty quick.
Hey, look at this, mate. Matthew Pinata. Currently sitting P2 in the championship. Again, he's down there in P8, mate. So remember, that's only 108 points for Matthew Pinata right now. With his top
a good battle
contenders
back
all in
after
front of
that
him.
early incident as well. Like, he had some serious damage earlier, so great battle back to get back to his starting position of 8th. But he's definitely on the hunt.
Well, Michael Cullager would actually probably leapfrog him in the championship at the current standing, the way it's going, but I have to keep our eyes on that. So that's going to be really tight. Remember, folks, this could come down to 1 or 2 points either way for these drivers. They need, Matthew Pinata needs as many of these positions as he possibly can grab.
He looks pretty hungry.
And he's on the back of Jay Dixon now. He's just gone past Dougie Gowans. It was a good little move. No, Gowans is fighting back though. He says, no way, mate. You want it? You got to work for it, buddy. Oh, Matthew's out wide. Oh, crisscrossed him.
Come on, boys. This is awesome. Great racing from these two.
Got to go deep. There he goes. Can he pull it up? Does get it pulled
got
up.
a bit of a lock up from Jay Dixon in front of him as well.
Yeah, so he's gotten that done. Matthew Pinata now sights on Jay Dixon. Jay Dixon's got his sights on Adam Simpson. He's about 4.5 seconds up the road. See it on screen there. There they go, up over the hill. That's into Lukey Heights. There's Adam Simpson now. So again, mistakes can happen though, Toddy.
Yeah, 100%. I think it looks like Pinata's still got the pace on Jay Dixon there as well. It looks like Jay's getting a bit sideways with that thing and might have a bit of, not problems, but might have ruined those tyres a bit trying to get out of a few situations. It doesn't look like the shiniest front of that car at the moment. That's all I'm saying.
Here's our champion
looks like a handful.
Here's our champion-elect here with, we've got Nathan Verney right in front of him. And then, remember I said Dean Sinkovic? Mate, he's taken 1.5 seconds out in that space of a couple of laps. If you're Dean Sinkovic, you've got to be watching that relative box right now thinking, oh my goodness, can I just not get this kind of pressure?
Yeah, and he's on VR as well. I always give him, I always rev him up about it because I'm like, mate, how do you be in VR and you always spin and like end up upside down and stuff?
Michael Cullager still just hounding the back of Adrian Loretti. The boys are just battling out there. This is going to come down to a pitch strategy. This is what it's going to play on.
Oh, 100%.
Steven Sinkovic just had a crash. What's he done?
Oh, he's not on his roof, is he?
Oh, right to find out. I think he's just looped it. Very easy. It's probably going into the hairpin here. He's probably going to lock the rear. Uneven braking, maybe? No? No, front. Is it just rotated? Yeah, the front's just rotated. There you go.
Oh, that's a full drift. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice if he had kept that. If he had kept that, would have been pretty nice. Would have been
so
quite a nice
getting
drift.
a bit of time there. But again, you know what that does? Because right behind him was Dean Sinkovic, Nathan Verney, and then Phil Vella. So that's slowed up this pack. So this is giving Phil a good chance to get right to the back of these boys now. So he's going to start catching the draft of...
We got Grandpa Gowans in the pits. Sorry to cut you off. We got Grandpa Gowans in the pits as well.
Did he go to the pit? No,
yeah,
it's a drive-through, mate. He must have got a drive-through.
I see.
Yeah, It's probably a drive-through. 07, contact lap 10. So, okay, there was a bit of contact there. So, can see that. Yeah, he's driven through. He's had no stop timer, so... Look at this, man. This guy is a standout. He is something special.
He's going to try and make his way up back through this back and
well, he's got the opportunity, mate. Because he has already pitted. Let's not forget, he's already pitted. He
as soon as you got
might
people
run
like
this to
Adam
the end.
Simpson on track, now he's pushing. Adam Simpson's pushing. You can see Adam Simpson's really smooth through his corners. It doesn't seem like he's locking up too much. You see Scotty Bargin in front of him. He's actually locking up quite a bit into those two hairpins. So we'll see. I think
Brad Hudson here, he looked very tight coming out of the hairpin and almost ran off track.
Oh.
I'm just wondering if he's got a little bit of instability in the car. I'm not sure.
Oh, it sounds rattly.
It doesn't look very smooth, does it? It looks very bumpy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right either, does it? Yeah, something loose in that thing that shouldn't be.
Yeah, it doesn't sound quite flash right now. Very interesting. It's he's got a little bit of damage down that side of the nose cone there, so I'm not sure.
Oh, it's definitely started rattling off there. Maybe at the back, towards the back there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's a rear suspension point. I don't know. Well, it all looks like it's working, but it doesn't seem like he's just getting the best pace out of the car right now.
Doesn't look flush from left to right.
Look what's happened here. Colour jars giving Adrian Loretti the slip, mate. He's gone around him. Look here. Look into the hairpin. Colour jars on the inside. He's done the Adrian Loretti to him.
He has too.
He's outbroken him and just gotten a tighter line. Look at that. That's a great move. Well, I see Adrian got a little loose.
Ricardo. Come on, son.
But Loretti's back in front again. What? These boys are going crazy. He's got him back at turn 1.
Oh, God.
These boys are trading punches.
Yeah,
this
so much
is
for the last of the late
fantastic.
breakers. They're both the last of the late breakers.
Unbelievable.
Mate, they're both
Well done,
screwy
boys.
through there as well. Crazy.
All right, let's look back. Hey, mate, what did I say about Phil Vella on Dean Sigovich?
Yeah.
That's Dean behind him, mate. We just see Dean go sideways and out. Oh no! We just saw that live. Dean Sigovich is
The curse is getting worse.
Oh no!
Oh, the curse is definitely getting worse.
Look at this championship
Mr.
combatants
Pinata
here.
absolutely pushing now.
Yeah,
Well, I was
gets the
talking
right
about
front.
earlier about how smooth Pinata is right now and how much he's catching Jay Dixon. I wouldn't be surprised if he'll catch Adam Simpson within the next 2-3 laps as well.
I don't know. There's still 4 seconds out, mate. Daniel Burns just gone past Scotty Bargin, I think. No, Brad Hudson into pit lane.
But look at Pinata on Dixon right now. Look at how much he's made up. This is insane. He's in draft distance right now. As soon as he's in draft distance, you can forget about defending against Pinata. You can't.
Just watching Phil Vella now. He's looking at the back of Dougie Gowans. Dougie Gowans looking back at Michael Fowler, but he's about 9 seconds away there. Matthew Pinata's about 0.7. And then
Not
Adam
anymore.
Simpson's about 4.
0.3.
No, it's 0.7.
Right now, we're looking on screen, Pinata, right now.
Yeah, 0.6. Yeah, I'm looking at it, mate. It's there. We're just watching the gap to see if they can pull in anything with Adam Simpson, Scotty Bargin, and if they can make time here. Because they are pulling a little bit of time out of Adam Simpson. Whether he's getting held up? No, it doesn't look like he's getting held up. Look at the front 3, mate. Look at the front 3. They've all bolted for pit lane. Here we go. Now this is where the strap plays. Yep. Everyone's going to come in now. So who's pitted?
Yeah, Ro's coming in.
Michael Falzon has pitted. Phil Vella's pitted
Adrian
as well.
Loretti, Cuttajar, Byrne, Scotty Barger, Adam Simpson, Jay Dixon, Pinata.
Falzon's in.
Yeah, they're all in.
So the first, technically, of the pitters is Phil Vella. Where is he going to pop out? No, he's coming in as well. Oh, okay. Oh, no, not again, Phil. Not again. Oh.
He's not happy with this track, is he?
He's not happy with this gear, but look at this. Daniel Byrne and Adrian Loretti have jumped Michael Cuttajar, mate.
Oh, what?
So let's ride with Michael Cuttajar for a lap, mate. Take it away. You can have the comms. I'm going to mute myself and be right back.
How good is this? So, we've just come out of the pits with both the Kittens boys, Adrian Loretti and Daniel Byrne. We had Adrian Loretti leading Cuttajar. They had a big battle just before they went into the pits, and Daniel Byrne was behind this battle. Now we've got Adrian Loretti and Daniel Byrne, both the teammates of the Kitten Racing boys. And we've got Cuttajar down 2 spots, who qualified in first, started in first, is now down in the 3rd position. But I'm sure he's biding his time. Trying to save a bit of gas here. I thought he was earlier as well, but obviously, as he fueled up a little bit more, so then he can stay out. Maybe he can overcut them on the next pit. Or maybe these guys have just got it, and these guys working together, they're trying to bank on the fact that they can save a bit of fuel. Who knows? Well, it remains to be seen what's going to happen here, but these guys, Adrian Loretti and Daniel Byrne, already seem to be pulling away from Michael Cuttajar already. Just working together, playing a bit of Indian file, just back and forth. Yeah, but this little bit of a battle here doesn't seem like there's too many rules or team rules between Daniel Byrne and Loretti. So Cuttajar is actually profiting here a little bit between this little bit of a battle between these guys. I think they might have just got a bit of confusion on their back and forth there. But Phil Vella on his borrowed equipment in Singapore at the moment, down 2 positions from his opening position in 12th, but he's actually leading, and he's already got our whole championship wrapped up, so he didn't really need to be here, but he's here in support of the league, and just wants to race at Phillip Island, I reckon. I think it's just he just wants to selfishly race here because it's fun as.
Absolutely, mate. I'm back. Sorry, just doing a little bit of number crunching, and it's getting really tight at the top end of town, so looking very interesting, guys.
Give us your calculations.
No, can't do anything like that. Got to build the suspense. What you guys think about it? It's going to be crazy points. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close.
They didn't give us running totals though, because anything can happen any minute of the race. So you never know. You never know.
Let you build the suspense, mate. You got to think about what's going to happen. Remember, our contenders are Phil Vella, who's already got it in the bag. Matthew Pinata. Now look where he is on the table. Michael Cuttajar, Jay Dixon, Daniel Byrne. Watch those guys. They're all there.
That said, we've got Scotty Barton starting to catch up to the back of Adam Simpson as well. So he's starting to bridge his gap here a bit as well. So
we're also just about to tick over halfway, mate.
What's that?
We're just about to tick over halfway as well. So 30 minutes on the clock. Way to finish off the F3 season with 13 minutes left here at Phillip Island. What have the boys got? What are they going to unleash? And what can happen, folks? Remember, I say this is going to be very close to the championship. I'll do a quick run through at the end, and I'll make sure we get all the accuracy as physically possible. And we'll bring to you the overall numbers. Buddy, mate, it's tight.
Yo.
It's really tight at the top end of town, let me tell you.
Is it?
It's something special, mate. It's something special.
Already, I know these Kittens boys.
Look at this.
Obviously, have done their numbers already, so.
He's in the draft. Let's go to our other combatant, Matthew Pinata on the back of David Gallo.
I'll tell you what, for Adam Simpson must be some pretty hard going out there, being the sole
the sole fishy, the piranha in the pond.
He's the only
they're
fish out
easy.
there. Playing with all these kittens,
Pinata,
mate.
that. Yeah, exactly right. You know, all these kittens just sitting at the edge of the pond trying to grab you. So it's definitely not easy. Still, people still locking up through here. It seems like Matty Pinata seems to be a bit immune from the whole locking up into the hairpin moment, but not other corners. So you know, you take the good with the bad, I suppose.
Yeah. You got to take the good with the bad, and I think the boys just might be letting the pressure of the championship get to them tonight. Just trying to press on. They all know where they need to be. They all have an idea, and they'll be looking to try and get to those spots, and they'll know who they're racing to. So this will be the thing. These boys will know who they're racing. And now if you're Matthew Pinata, you know, you're probably looking at Michael Cuttajar up there in P3 thinking, mate, you're 5 spots in front of me. I've got to do something here. Because 5 spots, Toddy, that's 30 points, mate. That's a big window.
That's a big window, isn't it?
But I'm not going to say too much because,
When you put it like that,
let's keep
when
it.
you put it like that, that's a big window. Let's
That's
just
right.
keep it out there. Just for all you viewers out there. Do the maths.
You know,
If you're good at maths, then
remember-
you might be able to...
Well, let me give you this.
Yeah.
Right now, Michael Cuttajar makes 138 points for tonight. And
Okay.
right now, Matthew Pinata makes 108. Now, let's not forget,
Okay.
Pinata is in front of Cuttajar in the championship. So he needs...
see.
Michael Cuttajar needs some help here, but he's also got to defend from Jay Dixon, who right now, Jay Dixon would actually get 120 points if he finishes here, and Daniel Byrne would actually gain a full 150 points.
Oh,
So it's not over. This is tight. I'm not kidding you when I say this is
there's
close.
a spanner in the said works. Yes.
So if you're Adrian Loretti, you're not trying to do anything. You know your mate's in this championship and he could jump into P3. You're going to ride the back of that car. You're going to make sure that no one gets in there, or are you going to go hard out and try and take the win?
Oh,
Because Loretti's not technically in the fight. Adrian Loretti is 13th in the
and it looks like
championship.
the way that Loretti's driving right now is pushing Byrne to drive a little bit faster but keep his pace. So I think Loretti right now is being the pace keeper for Daniel Byrne. Try and build that gap. That's what it looks
I
like.
reckon
The language of the car's on track right now.
I reckon there's some comms there saying, bro, no pressure. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to play tail gunner for you,
100%.
and I'm going to get you through this window. So then
100%.
that's all well and good for Daniel Byrne, but he now needs a bit of luck from Jay Dixon, Michael Cuttajar. So he needs those guys not to have a good night. So there's a lot riding on this one tonight. There's positions all up for grabs. It looks like Steven Sinkovic has gone off again. Oh, he has. He's rotated. Oh, right near pit lane too. Old Steven Sinkovic having a good spin. Thank you, sir. We appreciate seeing those spins. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's slow car. That's is that Nathan? No, that's Steven Sinkovic.
That's Spinovich again.
Steven Sinkovic getting a lap there, so unfortunately Steven's not having as good a night as he did in the supercars last night. He got an official top 10 result last night at the Bathurst in the supercar.
Oh, nice.
Pipped
done.
Brett Taylor.
What a
Brett
legend.
Taylor last lap pipped him just by a handful of seconds, mate. Like literally, it was a sneeze, and that was all it was. So that was good to see Sinkovic get a good result. Car was nice and clean. Well, I wouldn't say clean, but it was a lot cleaner than it normally is for a Sinkovic car to be finishing. But that was really good to see Stephen get up there and get a good result. So, but this battle
and
pack,
that
look
said,
at Michael
like,
Cuttajar.
any
Look at
car
this.
around Phillip Island is hard to control, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. But look at this, Michael Cuttajar. He's just nagging away on the back of these boys. He's just nagging and nagging and nagging. He's just going to be there. He's not going to go away.
Yep.
Like I say, he's going to be like that annoying little chihuahua that just sits there and just yaps
Be
at your
patient,
heels all
save
day.
your fuel.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's going to be
Save
right
your
there.
tyres. Stay in the draft. Be
It's a
smart.
big gap back to Phil Vella. Phil Vella's 44 seconds off the lead, mate. Not that he really cares, because even in P14, he's still going to gain 72 points for the race. Scotty Barge and Adam Simpson, here we go. Oh, look at the run. He got the run like you wouldn't believe. Oh! What? What was going on there?
Oh, that was unfortunate traffic there.
Was that a
That was,
Sinkovich? There was
That
a
was a
Sinkovich.
Sinkovich, yeah.
That was a Steven.
He was trying to get out of the way, but these guys were still too deep and they were too wide through there, so
They were going
bit
at it, mate.
they were going at it. So it's a bit hard to get out of the way of two cars going at it,
I mean,
especially over a blind crest, essentially too.
oh yeah, exactly right. Right, let's watch this battle here. Scotty Bards and Adam Simpson all over the back of this car.
Still putting heaps of pressure on Adam Simpson at the moment, and we oh no! I'm gonna stop talking about people. Wow, every time I talk about anybody, they just spin off the track. Whatever. I'm sorry, everybody. Commentators,
now.
it's getting worse.
Jay Dixon gains another spot. That's 126 points now to Jay Dixon. Matty Pinata.
He's got him in his sights, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy bridge to gap, but oh no, I won't speak too soon. Looks like he's bridging this gap pretty quickly. Very difficult, these hairpins.
Yeah, it's
Not so much this hairpin, but the downhill
one, yeah. The second hairpin, what is it, Honda? No,
Yeah,
Honda's
Honda.
the first one.
Is it? What's the second one? Apologies.
MG.
MG, that's right, yeah. Because this is downhill braking zone as well,
There's
especially in
MG
these F3s. It just
So
really
watch your boys
unsettles the
here.
car.
They come over. Blind crest too. You can't
Yeah.
see your apex up the top of the hill.
No, and then basically as it comes down, it naturally rotates the back of the car. So it's hard if you're not situated right in the right line.
Oh,
That slight rotation of the car will completely rotate you too much.
Loretti's
So
gone
Adrian,
past his
you ready?
teammate.
But I reckon they're just working together a bit here.
But Loretti's just taking
Loretti's
6
a bit
points off Daniel
faster, and
Byrne.
maybe it's Daniel Byrne running out of gas a little bit, just trying to. Oh no, they've both slowed down quite a bit now. Well, there might be a bit of fuel saving going on now.
Oh,
I think it might be the case. And
Bit early,
Martin
mate.
Cutter, it's just sat there.
21 minutes still to go. A bit early for saving.
Yeah, but it'll pay off later. If you got some push laps left.
Or maybe. Michael Cuttajar's in the box seat here. Jay Dixon is starting to really get onto the back of Scotty Bargen as well. He's been chewing that timer down. He could be in a good position for the front straight, mate.
Oh yeah, definitely chopping that tree down very quickly. Look at Scotty with it was very, very slow to that hairpin. He's just trying to settle the car there. He had a great, like, lightning exit out of it, so it's interesting to see everyone's different lines as well, what they take on the track and how much they brake for certain points and how much they'll actually, push on certain points depending on how confident they are. And then you see a lot of these guys at the front that you can see the time and experience and the amount of laps that they've done around certain places that you can see how much it's paid off because they kind of get consistent at every corner rather than pick their lines on certain corners and then get other corners not so right.
Yeah, you're exactly right, mate. exactly right. This is turning into a cracker race. David Gallo and Dougie Gowans. Oh,
Look at it. Everywhere I look is Grandpa Gowans. It's just like, what? Everywhere I look, every race I look, this Grandpa Gowans just absolutely battling with everybody. So awesome to see. He's just taking out the TCR championship. Now he's in the F3s, battling out with these guys. David Gallo from Kittens Racing, just making that happen, just on the inside of Grandpa Gowans there. And just coming back on the back of Michael Falzone, who's Mr. Grandpa Gowan's teammate also. So
let's not forget that Dougie Gowans is sitting there in a comfortable P10. But no, Michael Falzone's mate, he's with Turtle Speed Racing, Dougie's with Velocity, mate. Different teams. Similar liveries, but different teams.
Oh, okay, different teams. Oh, they look like exactly the same livery, so... Apologies. Apologies.
Look there at Michael Falzon. There he is there. And then the Dougie Gowans is slightly different.
Totally different. What am I talking about? Apologies, everybody. Yeah.
I don't know what you're looking at there, mate.
One's red, one's orange. Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. From a distance, anyway. But I do like the DFR livery on that car. It looks very, very cool.
Cool, Vella's back in the pit lane, mate.
Well, maybe he's just gonna hang up his boots on the borrowed rig. Maybe. I do love his commitment. It's so epic. Oh no!
No, he's in and out. He literally took 5 seconds.
Legend. What a legend!
This guy. This is ultimate commitment, folks. I'm not sure how he does it. He's going to be having a very late night tonight, but. Borrowed equipment is definitely something that you don't... Michael Cuttajar is in pit lane. Oof. This is a championship contender in pit lane, folks.
No way.
He's currently sitting P3. Who else comes in? That is a big statement in the race. Can Daniel Byrne and Loretti get through them?
Not a short pit either. It's a long pit.
That's a
31-second pit.
No, that's total time, mate. He only had a... Where is he?
Pit lane time.
He only had a 5-second stop.
5-second stop.
So yeah, it's a stop and a 30-second travel. So can the Kittens boys get through, mate? That's the question. Do they have to pit?
That's just flash and dash, isn't it? Yeah.
Because Matthew Pinata technically is the first with 2 pit stops under his belt.
But that's what I was saying earlier, that I thought they were trying to... Those 2 kitten boys, Andrew and Loretti and Byrne, were trying to work together to try and save a bit of fuel there.
Alright, so let's throw this into the equation. If they've got a pit and they've only got a 30-second travel time, that's going to put them down behind Dougie Gowans.
Yeah.
How does that mix up the championship? There you go. Adrian Loretti is in. Adrian is in, and here comes Matthew Pinata. Jay Dixon's in as well. Scotty Bargin goes through. Pinata is now going to take P3. He is in P3. He is the first of the 2 stoppers.
As I was saying earlier, he's saving fuel. He's sitting there at the back being patient. He's got the pace. He knows he's got the pace.
As he pulled a rabbit out of the hat this time round. Where's he sitting? He's in P2. He can't take the win.
He's pushing that thing right on the edge too.
He can't take the win, but he could use a solid bank to make sure he doesn't lose P2 in the championship. So it's still on with 15 minutes left to go. We got quarter of our race distance. It is still on, ladies and gentlemen. He could still lose P2 in the championship.
And I reckon Matty's going to be definitely pitting this lap.
Pinata, he's already done 2 stops, mate. He's the first of the 2 stoppers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, true. Apologies.
So the Daniel Byrne and Scotty Bargin in front haven't done their 2nd stop. Daniel Byrne's going 1 more. What's Scotty doing? Is Scotty going again? Or is he taking the lane? No, he's going again. He's going again. The front 2 boys have not taken their 2nd stop. There's Matthew Pinata, front straight there, looking at the back of Scotty Bargent. Michael Cuttajar now is about 24 seconds off the lead. So look at that pit lane time, 30 seconds, 32 seconds. That is going to be very, very close, my friend. That is going to be very close.
I know, but those numbers I've just done quickly in my head. Matty Pinata seems like he might just pull a massive rabbit out of the hat here. He might, if he keeps his current race pace, I reckon he might win by at least 2 seconds.
Well, Jay Dixon has also stopped, and he's only just on the 30 seconds off the back of Daniel Byrne. With the 32-second pit time, that's going to slot him up a couple of spots as well. So, oh, it's on, mate. It's on.
Oh, mate.
It's on. It's going down the last minute. Let me tell you. And then I'll give you guys a quick update on points. So Daniel Byrne.
Even just trying to do the numbers in my head right now, I'm like, it's so close.
He's in. Leader is in.
Here we go.
Does he get stopped? Yeah, he got it down. All right, who are we watching? Jay Dixon is the man that we're watching here. He was just on 31 seconds off the lead. Already at pace, while Daniel Byrne is stopped. But Matthew Pinata has pulled a rabbit out of the bag, and he has gone through. Daniel Byrne has made an absolute ripping pit stop and has gotten back out.
4.8 seconds. Wow. But then look at Adam Simpson. He's still only pitted once. Adam Simpson, we know the fishy boys love saving fuel. We know these boys love
They swim in it, mate. They swim in it.
They do absolutely swim in it, eh? It's just like, where did the extra fuel come? I don't know. We just swim in it, you know? Adam Simpson, as I said at the start of this race, he's one to watch. He's
But
still
does he
just,
have to pit?
you can hear him clutching in.
Does he need to pit though? Can he make another 13 minutes?
No, he
so.
definitely has to pit. He definitely has to pit.
So that's
But
going to
I'd
be 30
love to
seconds.
be proven wrong.
That's going to drop him back behind Greg Bradley there in about P10.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Heartbreak. Matthew Pinata is in the pit.
Oh.
Matthew Pinata is in the pit.
Wow.
And Adam Simpson, he's caught the grass. Oh. Wow. All right, let's watch Matthew Pinata.
Wow.
This will be third stop for Matty, so he must have had that damage early on. Daniel Byrne, there you go. Your P5 in the championship man has just gone through. But look, Jay Dixon P4, mate. He's right there. It's not over yet. The championship is not wrapped up. This is going to the wire. That is a
I want to see how
Sinkovich.
Cuttajar profits out of all this. I think Cuttajar's been very patient. So I think he's going to get very frustrated if it doesn't pay off soon. I think Cuttajar. So it'll be very interesting to see how this all pays off for Jay Dixon, whether he can keep up the pace and whether he can.
There's Scotty Bargey on the back of Stephen Sinkovich. He's a lap down. He's trying to get out of the way. He's gotten out of the way. That leaves Scotty Bargey now to chase down Jay Dixon as we approach the final 10 minutes, folks. This is going to be an electric finish.
Scotty Bargent trying to bridge this gap between himself and Jay Dixon, and Jay Dixon trying to bridge that gap. Quite a large gap to, no, not that large, but quite a large gap there to the rest of the pack there. But Matty Pinata just gone in for a third pit there. So, do you think that's a telling sign of other people?
No,
that
I think
need
he was
to
caught
pit
up
for
in
a
that.
third time, or is
I
it
think he
just,
was caught up in that first lap skirmish. Remember, he took the wing off the back of Nathan Burney. So I think he went in for pits pretty early on to get that repair, and then it's just been the 2 fuel stop strategy. So that just gives him an extra stop. But don't forget, he's still P7. It's still worth 114 points. Still a good margin. And don't forget, who's he fighting? Michael Cuttajar up in P3, 138 points. It's still on, man. It's
Pressure's
still on.
mate. Pressure's still on.
And don't forget, the fastest lap will get a 5 bonus point benefit. And let me just look. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the best on race is going to be Daniel Byrne with a 22.55. And also, he could be the first across the line for 0x, which will give him another 3 bonus points. It's 8 bonus points he could get tonight and a win. So he could potentially walk over the 158-point bonus here to this race tonight. Now, bear in mind, Daniel Byrne was only 3 points behind Jay Dixon. So 158 points would be an absolute ripper for him. And he could potentially, depending on the results, potentially get podium in the championship.
Pressure on, no pressure, no pressure.
This man here is the one who's in the driver's seat right now. He is looking at Matthew Pinata way back there. So Michael Cuttajar, 138 points. Matthew Pinata in P6 is 120 points, is 18 points difference. Is it enough to jump Pinata? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
But more importantly for this race right now, we've got these 2 kittens boys trying to work together to try and build a gap from Michael Cuttajar, but Michael Cuttajar just cutting away at their lead still.
Put it this way.
Very, very awesome to see.
Pinata's got these 2 boys in front of him, mate.
Yeah.
And let me just say, Pinata could really use some help. Let me just say that. He could really use
definitely.
these 2 boys just to like sneeze and get out of the way and just give up a couple of extra points here. Because these boys are not in the fight. David Gallo and Scotty Bargent are not in the fight. But they'll be
They're in the
working with their
fight
man.
right now on track together, so.
But they'll be working with their man. I'm sure David Gallo will be thinking about his mate up the front. I'll be like, we need to get Bernie there, and we need to try and slow up a couple of these other boys. So cars are roadblocks, mate. That's how we look at it. They're a roadblock. You've got to get around those roadblocks. So what are we going to see here in the last 6 minutes? 6 minutes, mate, to end out the Year 3 Season 1 of 2023 here at SOW TV.
Come on, how good is it?
This
ending
is
it Phillip Island as well.
And with pressure for a championship as well, like everyone's in contention. The top 5 or 6 are in contention. I mean, we know Phil Vella's got it in the bag, so we'll be talking to him after the race. We've got to find out how that borrowed equipment was, mate, because I think it cost him a few dollars too. I think it cost him around $250 to $300 to come race tonight. So the championship must have been worth it to him. So that's just commitment, folks. That's all that is. We love to see that.
Yeah.
That's really dedicated to the sport, and without people like that, we wouldn't have the opportunity to do what we do. But Matthew Pinata here, he's looking so hard at the back of Scotty Bargent and David Gallo to make a mistake. There's no one really in the back except for Phil Vella, who's 8 seconds off Michael Falzon, so he's just in his own world. He's going to pluck out a 78-point benefit tonight, so that's going to be awesome for him. Adrian Loretti's just gone past Daniel Byrne. Adrian, no, mate. You need to let Bernie win.
Yeah.
What are you
Just
doing?
tow Bernie along for a bit. No, he's just
You
going
don't need to throw Bernie back to Cuttajar.
No,
That's a shark in the water there.
that's what he needs to do, though. He needs to tow him around a bit. Maybe Loretti's got a bit more pace than Byrne right now, and he knows that the pressure's on right now. So he needs to tow him around a bit. Just tow him around. Because there's a shark in the water, as you just said. Cuttajar is cutting through this course right now.
Michael Cuttajar, he's coming. I wouldn't be leaving a teammate to that pressure, mate. I would have sat there myself like, I'm not in the champion. See, I guess this is where it comes down to it. How does Adrian already like view it?
See, now they're letting each other go. Now he's No, he's not.
Yeah,
Wow, they're not even pulling any punches between teammates. Wow, wait.
Boys,
That's crazy.
boys, you got like 4 minutes left. Protect your man.
Yeah. Literally, no
Cutter-Jar's
punches pulled
coming.
here.
Cutter-Jar's coming
Teammates.
fast.
Yeah, come on, boys. Just let the ready go. So no, Burnt's out in front now. So that's what he needs to be doing. So we got confused a little bit there between the pink cars. So they've actually re-situated those cars where they need to be. Right now, the ready needs to be defending to try and cut off those racing lines for Cutter-Jar to try and get past the ready to try and get past Burn. If Burn can keep this and the ready can help him, we can see a bit of an upset within points for not just this race but for the championship, guys.
That's right, yeah. I mean, this will be good for the team 1-2 here for sure. The Kittens Racing going to be a good punchback considering Phil Vella's been the runaway with this series, and obviously the borrowed equipment isn't exactly working for Phil Vella tonight, but still, oh, here they go again. Here they go again. Loretti's passing him for P1. Oh, Matthew Pinata got past Dave Gallo. Dave Gallo's had a crash. He's in pit lane. No, he's just got in pit lane. Matthew Pinata, now that's giving him a free spot. Remember what I said? He needed a little bit of help. That now gives him 126 points.
Oh, everyone Sinkovic boys off on the outside.
Yes.
Turn 3.
All he needs now is Scotty just to... If you put the pressure back on Scotty Barger now, so if that makes an extra little gain here for Matthew Pinata, this could be very interesting for the championship. Remember, Matthew Pinata P2, and he's defending against Michael Cutter-Jar, so anything can happen. He needs a fastest lap. That's what he needs. See if Matthew Pinata can put in a really quick lap, because so far Daniel Byrne seems to have that with a 22.55. Just making sure that is accurate. Yeah, it definitely looks like that is the fastest lap.
But that was in optimum tyre window as well.
Oh,
So,
mate, we've seen Phil Vella all season.
Guys.
You've missed the running joke with Phil Vella and myself, mate, because all the time that guy will turn up the fastest lap on the last lap, and he comes in the box, he goes, see, Rob, I did it again. I'm like, yes, mate, I see that. Thank you. He's been a running joke all season with Phil Vella, and I'm going to have to give him a bit of a, come on, mate, just because it's borrowed equipment, that's no excuse type play later, so we'll get one back at Phil Vella in a minute. But no, this race is on, ladies and gentlemen. This is on for all money. Michael Cutter-Jar. Look at this gap. It is decreasing. He has 1 minute 15 seconds. Can he get these passes done?
White flag. I think we might see Barney out with the white flag this lap coming up.
Oh.
Possibly.
Is he going to have a one-lap dash to get this done? Michael Cutter-Jar. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's just... Oh,
He can smell it.
He's got it. I don't know if he can use it, though. The problem is, where do you use it? You're not going to get the run out of the last corner on the last lap, so you've got to get in the draft. Michael Cutter-Jar, 0.8 now. Is he in the draft? Oh, the boys have gone side by side.
No Barney there, no Barney. So that's not last lap.
No Barney.
No Barney, but look at that.
Final lap. Race controllers confirmed that. Final lap.
Okay.
I
Probably.
just saw that in the messages there, but Michael Cutter-Jar
Danny Barney,
is working.
Barney just chilling.
And Barney's on lunch break, mate.
Yeah.
he's off having smoke. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Daniel Byrne still out in front. He's got his teammate riding shotgun. Michael Cutter-Jar really starting to apply the blowtorch to the back of these Kittens cars. What can he do? Matthew Pinata too far back. Not going to get to Challenger's top step. This is your podium. It's going to be Kitten potentially 1, 2, and Michael Cuttajar in 3 for your podium for the round. But it's all about the championship, folks. It's all about the championship. And I think that is just about going to do it. We're going to follow on from the starter cam. We're going to see them come out of the final corner. There's the 2 Kittens cars. There's Michael Cuttajar and...
Oh, I'm going to take him over the line.
Loretti got him. He did. Loretti got him. No. Adrian, no. Oh, no. That's going to give Adrian Loretti the bonus points for no X's.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, no. That's going to take away from Daniel Byrne. He's going to be livid. Oh, no. All right, so let me get a quick calculation in here. So P2, Byrne.
Yeah.
He's going to have the fastest lap. Right, Michael Cuttajar was P3. Jay Dixon was 6. Oh, it's looking tight, boys and girls, I'm not going to lie. 5 was Matthew Pinata, and Phil Vella, where did he end up? 13th, so he's going to score that. All right, let me get the trusty calculator out, and we will quickly calculate this top 5 people. So let's do Phil Vella. Okay, so that's... Okay. Oh, mate, I don't want to give anything away here, but this is close.
Go on, mate, give it away.
This is close. All right, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. So champion for season 1, 2023 here at SRW TV is none other than Phil Vella. So congratulations, Phil Vella. In P2, hanging on by 56 points, Matthew Pinata.
Oh,
56 points.
Come on, son.
And in P3, hanging on by around about, I want to say about 81 points only, is Michael Cuttajar. But the upset of the round is Daniel Byrne leaps into 4th spot in the championship by 26 points over Jay Dixon.
Oh, ouch.
So it was tight. It was close. Yeah, it was close. Michael Cuttajar, take a bow, mate. We'll be talking to you in just a moment. But wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was your final round of the F3 series here at SRW TV for season 1 2023, and it was a cracking race. So hopefully we'll get our podium in here, and we'll also get our championship winners in. So Phil Vella, Matthew Pinata, and Michael Cuttajar. So we'll actually get to talk to Michael twice tonight. Once for his podium tonight, and then once for the championship as well. Michael, don't have him. Oh, Michael, mate, what are you doing to us? All right, well, since you don't have a microphone, Michael, we will give you the quick shout outs now. Thank you so much, mate, for the awesome entertainment this season. You've done an amazing job. Congratulations on your P3 tonight and P3 in the championship, buddy. Hopefully we get to talk to you next season with your new microphone.
Yeah,
But no.
just on a side note, can just everybody out there in viewer land, can we just like crowdfund Michael Cutter to get a microphone, because he has done so well this season. We've never been able to talk to him, and he said all season, "I'll get a microphone." We just need to crowdfund him one by this point.
We're going to set up a GoFundMe for Michael Cutter to get a microphone.
Yeah, instead of him getting a trophy for his place in the championship, he should get a microphone.
Well done, Michael, and mate, we look forward to seeing you next season out there. All right, Toddy. Wow. Let's get started on Daniel Byrne. Let's bring
trying
Bernie
to digest it all, mate. To be honest, it's just crazy.
Daniel
TCR's
Byrne.
in the nest, like what?
Daniel Byrne, mate.
Hello.
What happened there at the end? Adrian just snuck it off you, did he?
Yeah, we were trying to keep a bit of a gap, and then we decided to have a little bit of a battle near the end, and yeah, he kind of just lined it up perfectly, and yeah, got the move done right at the finish line. It looked like we weren't sure who actually won.
Does he know he just took 6 points off you, mate?
Oh, I don't know. Now he knows, doesn't he?
You got to let him move that down.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how it affects the standings, but
well, I can give you the update on your standings for your overall championship, Mr. 808. You have
your
finished.
teammate got a shaft, did you?
Oh no! What happened?
No. Well, I mean, in the end, with your 144 points for P2 plus the 5 bonus points, I'm figuring for the fastest lap, you have come out with 1,088 points overall, which jumps you into 4th in the championship. So congratulations on that.
Wow, yeah, I'm wrapped with that. That's really good.
But mate, P2,
Yeah,
I mean, you had the pressure from Michael Cutter tonight. He was coming back at you there in the end. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was good. We knew he had heaps of pace, and we were trying to slingshot past each other, and that wasn't working. We just couldn't break the toe. But I'm not sure what happened behind us. Maybe he made a small mistake, and we were able to break the toe. And I think it came down to the pit stops as well. I'll have to watch it back, but it looks like he might have lost a bit of time during the pit stop as well. So that definitely helped us as well.
Yeah, that was quite the race to finish off the season. And I mean, overall for you, how's the season been? Like from the driver's seat, what have you encountered, and what have you enjoyed the most?
It's been a good season. It's for me, I've grown as a driver. I've gotten better as the season's progressed. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next season. Hopefully it'll be a podium at the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure, mate. Yeah, we've definitely watched you grow as a driver, and definitely, I guess with the team all around you as well, it's definitely made a big difference. But yeah, we've seen it on track, mate. So commend you on that, and congratulations on that self-identification too, because not a lot of people actually identify that they're actually getting better. So well done, mate.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we will wrap you up, mate. So let's get your sponsors done, and we'll let you go and celebrate the team, because I know there's going to be a big thing for them. It's a 1-2 tonight. But
yeah, sure.
Yeah, who keeps you on the track, mate, doing the things?
Yeah, loving it. Big shout outs to Bianca and Atari, and to Kittens Racing, Driver 808 on YouTube, and AML Technology.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, mate. P2, unlucky that he got you by 100th of a second. I'm not kidding.
Wow,
when I say
crazy.
100th of a second, we can confirm that. But no, that was a good race, mate. You just kept it clean all night and walked over the 1-2 for your team. So well done.
Beautiful. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next season.
Thanks, Daniel. Have a good one, buddy.
Cheers.
All right. Let's get Mr. Pickpocket himself, Adrian Loretti. Mate,
There you go.
what a cracker. That was fantastic to watch, mate. How was it from the seat?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoy Phillip Island. It's been a long time since I've been on the podium. I think it was like race 1 of the season. But no, it was a good race. I enjoyed that with Daniel, a lot of back and forth and trying to work together to keep the gap from Michael. And I think it paid off. So it was good fun.
Well, you know that 1/100th of a second you're beating by actually cost him 6 points as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got him by 1/100th of a second.
Yeah, wow. I'll have
But
to watch back the crossing the line. I'll have to check
it
that
was
out. But,
it was real close, mate. That was fantastic racing, though.
oh, the toe's massive here. Down, if you're close enough, if you're within 0.5, you'll get past them by the end of the straight. So that's good fun.
Yeah, right. So just on a bit of take from your side, mate, how was the season for you, like overall?
Oh, pretty average. just a run. I've had a run of bad luck with quite a few races where I've been sort of in the wrong place at the wrong time and taken out or spun off myself. Just a few silly mistakes, but yeah, we'll see how we go next one round.
Yeah, well, either way, mate, it's still a podium for tonight, and I think you might jump a spot or two in the. I think it might be a spot. You might grab an extra spot in the championship as well.
Yeah, I have no idea where I even am, to be honest. So,
oh, really?
I haven't even looked.
I can find that out, actually. Let me just have a quick gaze. Where are you, sir? You were in P13, so that 150 points will probably drop you probably to P12 over top of Darren Fahey. So,
oh, there you go. Very good.
You grabbed a few extra little points there, mate. So it's that's pretty good, and I think you'll get 3 extra bonus points as well because you had no X's. So, no, you did.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, that was after
that
mine. Ooh.
Yeah, I think
that might be.
Yeah, I think it was up. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to see how that's deemed, but either way, mate. So 1-2 for Kittens Racing tonight. So well done. You want to give the sponsors that keep you out there all the shout out and all the love, mate, for keeping you in this season.
That's it. So yeah, shout out to Kittens, to AML Technology, and to Driver 808 on YouTube, and say hello to Daniela and Michael and my parents that are down here from the Gold Coast. So bit of everything.
Excellent. Good family interaction there, mate. Well, buddy,
That's
we'll throw you back to the Wilds, mate. Go and celebrate with the team. That was a good victory tonight, and we look forward to seeing you back next season.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Adrian. All right. Well, Toddy, we got no Michael Cuttajar, so we have to go to P2 in the championship. And P2 in the championship, Matthew Pinata, mate, what a season you've had.
Up on last season, P3 last season, P2 this season, so definitely a good improvement. Hopefully, you can go one better next, but yeah, good way to end this one off.
So, how was it out there tonight? We saw a bit of tangling at the turn 2 there into that braking zone, and you got sort of caught up in that and hit the back of Nathan Verney there. What was it like though from the seat?
Well, off the line, I just did my regular start, pluck first, and revving the car out, and it put me straight into wheel spin. So I was very surprised with that. So it put me right to the back, and I was hoping at least everything would be a little bit clean, but nowhere I could go when everyone started kind of bumping into each other and backed up, and I think a couple cars in front spun. So I just had to just clean run into them. Couldn't do anything to avoid it, but luckily still got the safety car, so that at least allowed me to pit and use my quick repair. So I could easily get back up to the field and then at least make my way through, which was good, and some good fortune as well with some other incidents and some good overtakes, at least down to turn 1, which was good to get into the racing.
Yeah, so were you aware of your position tonight coming in? Like, did you know who you needed to race and where you needed to be, or were you just straight in blind and just having a good crack at it?
I knew I had the gap to Cuttajar in the championship, so it was just a matter of holding that. I knew I had to at least finish. If he won the race, I could, or at least looking at the season standings, I don't know if they were correct or if they are correct or not. At least I could at least finish 10th. And if he won, I could still finish P2 in the championship based on the points. But I still wanted to go for the best result I could, despite that. So the closer I could be to him, the more secure I was, at least in securing P2 in the championship. I know Phil ran away with it, so there's no point. I knew I couldn't catch him, despite him being on a different rig and everything. So
yeah,
it's at least good that I could secure P2.
We can't wait to talk to him about that high-head rig and what he's on tonight, because that's going to be something special. But I mean, from your point of view, though, tonight, good result overall. P5, probably not where you were hoping to be, but like you said, you knew where you needed to be. So it kind of balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Then I've had a busy week as well this week, so just hadn't had much time for practice. Even last season, Phillip Island was not my strongest track. Had a few poor results last season, actually. So at least a little bit of improvement this week. So it's good that I knew the track, so I didn't require as much practice, but just wasn't on the same pace as the top three. They just flew away at the start, and yeah, no one could catch them. So they were a good 10 seconds clear, I think, of the rest of us. So yeah. But good despite the little amount of practice that I did.
No, it was a good job, mate. Good result tonight. And it was a good drive, and you certainly put the pressure back to a few of the boys and put the pressure on. But, mate, you want to take it away and give a shout out to those guys that are keeping you on track week in and week out for a chance to bring these podiums and these trophies home?
Firstly, all the boys in the Discord. Had a few of us there for the last race of the season, so it was good to have conversations mid-race. But yeah, most importantly to the sponsors as well, Toyo Sim, IMB Racewear as well, who are new on board with us going into 2023. So it'll be good to work with them throughout the rest of this year and hopefully into the future as well.
Excellent, mate. Awesome job. Well, congratulations once again, mate. P2. It was a tough challenge with Phil taking it away the way he did, but, you know, you did your best. You got up there and really put the pressure on the boys. So well done, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you next season.
Will do, yes. Hopefully we'll be back.
All right, buddy. You go out there, celebrate with the team, and yeah, we'll catch up with you in about 3 weeks.
Perfect. See you then.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Toddy. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Phil Vella from Singapore, I believe, on a hired rig.
Yeah, that's
you
correct.
nutter. What is that? Is commitment and a half. You absolute nutter. I love it.
Oh, last round. How could I miss the last round, guys?
Well, tell us about the story of you finding this rig, or how did you find a rig in Singapore, etc., etc. Please tell us about your journey.
I believe they're the Singapore distributor for Moza and a few other vendors. So it's SimFi Solutions in Singapore, and yeah, just reached out and said, hey, I need some time for 3 hours. Jay initially found them, and yeah, got here, tried to kind of settle into the rig in the 20-30 minutes before the race, and then yeah, had some incidents. So I apologise to a few people that I had some accidents with, but no, it's a great rig. Just we had a bit of time to acclimatise.
So what?
Yeah, it's not easy to do, right?
Yeah, what is it you're actually on right now? What are you running on that's so different from what you normally run with that makes it a bit more tricky?
It's a Moza racing setup. I think I forget the Newton meters output, but I run the SimuCube Pro at 25 Newton meters at about 80%. And so it's a little bit of a different mid-corner feel. HE sprints are the same, and then I'm on a motion rig, which I've never used before.
Oh, you're on a motion rig?
Which
wow.
I've also never used before. Yeah, the rig is beautiful. They're absolutely immaculate.
That's a big step up, isn't it? Yeah.
So is there an excess baggage claim on the way home?
No. I think I'm already going to get in trouble for the expense claim I put into the wife.
I'm sure she'll forget about that when she sees the trophy rock up, mate. But you know, you've been the standout all season. You've been there and thereabouts pretty much week in and week out, and you've always come in and given me a bit of a hard time on your fastest lap. But mate, you didn't give a fastest lap this week.
No, it wasn't going to happen for me tonight. That's all right.
No, that's fantastic. But I got to say, we're not used to seeing you down outside the 10, like trying to find you in the list and like, where's your name? Because it's like, oh, he's up top. Don't worry about it. We know where he is. It's hard to find your name down the water when we're looking for cams and stuff, mate. So, no, congratulations, mate.
Some different names for me as well. But no, it was. I think I had some challenges with the pit entry, which I only practiced once before the race, which not a winning strategy, absolutely not. And then I changed tyres, I think twice in that time as well, because the config's a bit different. But yeah, look, I'm pretty happy that I finished, to be honest, and to get here was a bit of a mission, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, well, I don't mind saying we caught that first pit entry on the cam.
Oh, great.
So, because I saw it come up, Phil Vella's entering pit lane, and I threw the camera straight to you, and then we're seeing yours slide and crossed up and outside the witches' hats and hit the wall, and I was like, oh no. So we did get that on cam, by the way.
I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you got to show the good and the bad. Come on, mate. You can't have all the glory. You got to have a little bit of the bad there, mate. But no, like I said, you've been a standout, mate. So congratulations on the championship win. Tell us who's keeping you out there, mate. Who's going to be celebrating this awesome win with you in the team there?
Yeah. Firstly, I'd like to thank Jay. Obviously very committed to the season and committed to kind of getting a lot of the prep done, a lot of our strats done. And between Jay, Greg, and Andrew, and Doug, and Michael, just to have that kind of small conversations about where we're finding pace, what times look good and what times don't. It's been really, really awesome to see that kind of camaraderie through the season. So very appreciative for those guys. Obviously, it's a privilege to be part of Downforce Racing, and it's just a great team. Really enjoy the time I get to spend with them. Obviously, I'd like to thank Simfi Solutions for a great setup and helping me get acclimated as quickly as possible. Again, they sell some beautiful rigs, so check that out. And my wife, obviously, because she tolerates a lot of the travel and a lot of the practice for sim racing, and I feel very supported and very grateful in that respect. So obviously, the series sponsors. It's again great to see their commitment to running high quality series like this. Yourselves for the commentary, which I love to watch back. Probably not this one as much, but the other weeks definitely. And obviously the race organisers, just for their unconditionally constructive approach to the feedback that's been provided, and it's obviously all in the best interest of making this series the best it can be. And so again, very much appreciate their time and effort.
Yeah, no, thanks. So you've been an outstanding champion. You're always the class act there, mate, and we do appreciate all the feedback and stuff, and we love that you guys are enjoying what's going on here, and you coming back next season?
I need to figure out when that is. So I'm overseas for most of the next month. And so, I'll have to figure it out.
April 11, I think, everything comes back. So it would be April 12, potentially.
Yeah, I'll still be in Japan then. So, I might miss a round or two. I'll see what the team want to do, and we'll go from there.
So is that you giving these boys a head start? You're going to give them a handicap and try and come back and fight for your championship again?
Yeah, this is the week that I do the start from back challenge. But I'll do it from the back of the championship instead.
Right. Well, there we have it. We heard it here on the broadcast. He's going to do the back to front run for the championship. So we're going to hold you to that, I think. But
looking forward to it.
No, well done, Phil, and we'll let you get out of here, mate. Go and celebrate with the team. Congratulations once again. We look forward to seeing more performances like that from you next season.
Thanks, guys. Have a lovely time. Cheers.
All right, we just got Jay in there. Congrats on the good race tonight, guys. Was hoping to feature a little more heavily in the front end, but brain faded big time. So, I mean, we've all been there, haven't we, Toddy? We've all had those brain fades and those mistakes creep in.
Oh, 100%. Me at perfect example. Me last week at Bathurst. So hopefully I can come back tomorrow night in the 86 and do a bit better. So hopefully I'm not the victim of that also tomorrow night.
Well, you will. Oh, hopefully you're not, because I'm on the comms tomorrow night. I think so. I'm going to carve that.
Oh, you just jinxed me straight up. Oh no.
So, well, Toddy. Firstly, I want to thank you for jumping in, mate, tonight. I know it was short notice with Cowie being out of action, but, that wraps up the F3 season. So I want to thank you for dropping in tonight and joining me here tonight in the box.
No, it's brilliant, mate. Especially, how could you not, if you're going to get super subbed into anything, you want to be subbed into Bathurst followed by Phillip Island, right? It was an absolute pleasure to be on comms with you again. Mr. Robbie, Hayter.
I appreciate it, mate. And to all our fans and followers and watchers in the YouTube and Facebook land, thank you so much for your attendance this season and hanging out with us and making it just that little bit extra special to bring this to you. But that has sadly wrapped up our evening tonight here for the F3 Season 1 2023 Championship. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, but mainly we'll go through our round sponsor first, Warren Brown Tools. Thank you so much for all the help you give us. Also to Toyo Sim for sponsoring the series, also for the TCR. Racecraft, thank you again for all what you do. Grim Industries, Melville, Dragon RC, and also Tempting Sweets for our expression sessions on Thursday. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Simregs.com.
Oh, you did that. No. That is going to cut us back now to tomorrow night, where we will bring you the final round of the GR86 series, where my co-commentator from this evening will be on track. And they are headed to Alton Park Foster's Circuit. It is a short circuit. It is going to be scramble for your life tomorrow night. So tune in as we head on over to there for the 86s tomorrow night. I believe we've also got the drag event scheduled for tomorrow. So if you guys want to jump out to Sonoma Raceway in a supercar and go run some drag racing, please keep your eyes on the hosted session and the Discord for those details. However, that is going to sign us off tonight from Sim Racing World, the broadcast team, the race control team, and management. We thank you for tuning in once again, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Much love. Keep safe, legends.
The total one, this is amazing. Up and clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff from Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble model right now because take one Priest Tanner